Hello, hello. Oh, I don't have my audio levels up. Ooh, I need those. Good morning. Hello. How's everybody doing? It is Fall Friday, and we're D&D'ing, and it's gonna be a good time. I forgot to mute myself there. Oops, sorry guys. Boom. Ah! Where do I put this? I'll put this. Yeah, I'll put that there, and then I'll put this. Everything's all kinds of messed up. It's all good. Hi guys, how's it going? Well, I don't know where to look. Good morning. Friday. Good evening. How are you guys doing? I am going to apologize because I'm very coffee today. I don't know why. We're back in that coffee stage. It seems that like anytime I laugh, anytime I talk, anytime I like do anything with my vocal cords, I cough. So there's that. But hello and good evening. Form, good morning. How are you? Hasha, hello. Dr. Overdose, hello. Mother Trucker, hello. I said hi to all of you. Silent, hello. How is everybody doing? Hi, Sai. Hi, Bio. I'm excited that you'll be here the whole time, too. Hell yeah. JJ, what's up? I actually just went to the post office and I have like 7 packages, I think. Crazy. So I'll probably do something with those on Monday. But I got yours, JJ. I got your package. Where's the puppers? What pupper? What do you mean? We're going skydiving. How are you guys doing? Happy Friday. Hi, Rin. Hi, Ari. Do you have lozenges? I have these on hand, and then I have a whole bag next to me, and then a whole other bag in the kitchen if I need them. I've been pounding water, so it's a lot. The puppy? Did you bring home a puppy? No, the plan was never to bring home a puppy. Oh, it's me, Loon. It's you. Hi. Hello, how are you? If you're gonna ask about a puppy, though, I don't even know where those are. What are you guys doing? Why are you doing this? You're loving me? Did Husher tell you there was going to be like a TPK later or something and you're trying to make me not think it's going to happen? Well, you guys are... Your turds! Your turds! I'm muting you. Goodbye! Stop it! You know that my notebook ran out of pages last stream? go like this, just like, like no big deal. Didn't do anything. Like, what the shit, dude? Get out of here. Oh my God. Face tattoo stream. You guys, what are you doing? I don't know where to write this. I need to break out another notebook. I don't know what to do. You guys. It's so hot. Rex said 1,250. Oh my God, it's so hot. I need to write. I have to hold on. Okay, hold on. I'm so behind. You guys, I have the best community day idea picked out ever. Do you want to know what it is? Because I have it planned and everything. I'm really sorry, I'm coughing. Please tell us it's a surprise. I'm just kidding. I know you guys. Skydiving into the ocean to scuba dive with sharks. No. No. What the shit? Dr. Overdose. Thank you for 5 gifted subs. Silent, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Husher, thank you for 14 gifted subs. Dr. Overdose, thank you for another 5 gifted subs. Form, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Airy, my God, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Bio, my God, what the hell, you guys? Thank you for 5 gifted subs. Mother Trucker, thank you for 5 gifted subs. Ari, thank you for gifting a sub to Ms.
Everybody.
Sigh.
The rotation of the Earth really makes my day.
I'm really sorry about my throat. Sai, thank you for gifting a sub to Northley. Doctor and Sean, thank you for resubscribing for 7 months. Dr. Overdose, thank you for 101 bits. You guys are on a level 9 hype train. We reached 1,000 subs. Oh, right. The surprise. So, exciting things.
Everybody poops.
Asher, thank you for the poop bits. Just a quick hello since I've been gone during break. Ooh, I hope break has been good, Sean. You guys, don't choke to death. I'm not gonna choke to death, don't worry. So I came up with an idea last week, and I'm really excited about it. It has to do with a cow song. It has to do with a cow song. And not only the cow song. Okay. Okay. Let me paint you a picture. The stream starts. And you notice that one of the channel points, it says it's new. You know, when you like add a channel point, it's like, hey, I'm new. But you're like, I know the cow song, that's not new. And then you realize that instead of 25,000 tots, it's 2,500 tots. And were you talking to me? I just saw you pointing. Oh, Husher's muted. Wait, what? That I can't hear you. Okay, anyway. So not only is it 2,500 tots, but you can redeem it as many times as you want in one day. And I'll be wearing the cow onesie for free. No one needs to redeem it. We will have cowbell all day. We will have as much cow song as you guys want. And I will be hating my life the whole time. But it's for you! So I hope you like it. I hope that's the surprise. That's the community day next month. But don't worry, I'm not actually gonna hate my life. It's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be fantastic. It's not right away at the beginning of the month, so you guys will have time to save up tots if you want to. It'll be on the 12th of January. January 12th, it's a Thursday. So you'll effectively have like a week and a half to save up tots. I do form, and if that's what you want to blow your tots on, you're welcome to blow your tots on that. But that's for you guys. That is your surprise. That's your surprise. Yeah, I hope that you enjoy that community day. Oh, also this. It's happening. It's happening. We'll get in a puppy. We're getting a puppy. We're getting him. He's gonna be ours. He's gonna be ours. His name's gonna be Gimli. At least we think. And this is just little him. He is getting bigger. We're gonna name him Gimli. Can I send you that picture? Sure. We will have him on next Friday. So Garmy Jr. No, Gimli. We will have him next Friday. So things are gonna get absolutely crazy. I'm hoping that I'll be able to have him like set up over in the corner and have like a camera on him, but not sure. He's very vocal. He's very like yappy, whatever the name is or the word is, and it's something that we're gonna have to train out of him, so we might have to have him in a crate like the first week or so, because I am very high energy and I'm very loud, and if he's gonna be right here just like wanting me because he's very much a people person, that's gonna be something that we're gonna have to figure out. So I'm hoping to have a little puppy cam set up for him. We're getting him next Friday, so 1 week. We're gonna have a little mini man. I'm very what?
2 weeks.
2 weeks? No. One week, babe. It's Friday right now. Oh, we're getting him on Sunday, next Sunday. So yeah, like a week, a little less than a week and a half. But anyway, I'm very excited about that. You guys will have to just bear with me. Because he's eight weeks old. He's gonna be 8 weeks old. Yeah, that's one surprise. Second surprise is the cow song community day. That's gonna be on the 12th. Okay, so that'll be in like 2 weeks. Save up your tots. Save up your tots. I don't know what game we're gonna be playing. I would love to play some more 7 Days to Die. I think that was a ton of fun. I had so much fun playing with you guys. If you guys wanted to just be like a normal stream, that's fine too. But it's for you guys. It's to say thank you because you guys are legends. I seriously, I You know that this number is it means a lot of different things. And one of the things that it means is that the Spud Club is growing. And we're making new friends and new people are coming in and finding the stream, and it's like the biggest goal of mine is to spread positivity. And you guys, all of you did that. You guys, whether you resubscribed yourself and you came back, or you invited this many people into the stream, this many new people or returning people into the stream, you did that. And when I say thank you for supporting me and supporting the stream, that's what I mean, because you guys are creating the ripple that I'm working so hard to start. You guys are letting the positivity grow and meet new people, and and that's one of the most important things that this number means, is that we can continue to grow, you know, the stream, and new people can find us. So thank you everyone who contributed to that. I hope that you're all excited about the community day idea. I was like racking my brain for it. I didn't know what to do. I hope you're excited for it. I hope it's something that you are pumped for, because I'm honestly I'm a little bit nervous for it, but we'll see how it goes. Hi Doug, how are you? And hi Dill. It's a fabulous idea. Okay, good. I'm glad you like it. No, what are you cow songing? There's no cow songing. We'll do it later. What's up, Tash? Hi. Hi Tash, welcome in. Hi Tiny Taurus, welcome. Hi Cassie. How you guys doing? Welcome in, Tash. What were you doing in your stream? Thank you so much for the raid. I'm gonna be sick of the cow song. Hopefully you guys will all be as sick of the cow song as I am of the cow song. Anyway, welcome in, raiders. How are you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope that your stream was fantastic. How old was Indy when you got her? She was also 8 weeks old. The dog that we are adopting and Indy have the same dad, which is so cool. Mixed Berryman, thank you so much for the follow and welcome in. Thanks for raiding in. Hi Tash, I hope your stream is fantastic. We are playing D&D tonight. So if you've never been into the stream, Fridays are a little bit different than my normal content. On Fridays, we stream in the evening at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and we play D&D. It's very beginner friendly. 3 of the 5 people in this campaign it's their very first campaign, me included. And it's like very beginner friendly, very, ask any questions you want. Also, I'm sorry, I'm sucking on a cough drop right now because my throat's killing me. So if I sound funny, that's why. I apologize. You were talking about D&D. Are you gonna play D&D? Oh, that's so exciting. But so this is our 8th, or this is session 9. And if you guys are curious or interested, Forum, who is one of the mods here, absolutely amazing person, has created this quest log that you guys can open up and read. It's the tiny URL I just posted. No cow riot. No. That's the URL I just posted. You guys can get caught up there. But welcome in. On Fridays, we do D&D, and I also stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, so morning streams, and we do variety. We just did a community day of 7 Days to Die. I've been playing Grounded. We're going to get into God of War Ragnarok soon, some Demon Souls. I just got a PS5, so it's super exciting. Also, Tash, I saw you got a Switch. What games have you been playing? I'm so excited for you. I got my OLED last year, October. Oh my god, I love it so much. I think it was last year. Yeah. I'm so excited for you though that you finally have that. Something terrible's happened. Hi, I'm new redeem isn't available. I know, it's because it's Friday and D&D streams. There's no redemptions. Never played, but a few of my viewers have. Started Discord group, but still haven't managed to get around to starting it yet. Well, I can tell you from experience that D&D is a lot of work, but it's absolutely worth it. It's as long as you can get yourself a good GM, game master or dungeon master. we have a fantastic one. Make sure you get a good game master or dungeon master, and they will help you through all of it. Got Pokemon Violet and Scarlet. Just bought Crash Team Racing. Oh, I'm so excited for you. Yay, yay, yay. You're not new, Diarrhea. You're not new. Checking in, but also not checking in, but checking in. Husher, you're not new. So anyway, we are going to... I am feeling better. Yes, Vicky. I hope that you're well. We have a good dungeon master. I thought we had a fantastic chief goblin lord. My apologies. We have the best goblin lord there ever could be. But we're gonna go ahead and get started with some D&D. Thank you again so much, Tash, for the raid. I really appreciate it. It's very kind of you. And everybody coming in with the stream, make sure that you get up and stretch. Stretching is super important throughout your day. I know you've probably been hanging out. It's a Friday. Wherever you are in the world, it might be super late. Make sure you stretch. Just get even like a little bit of a, you know? You can do it here and now with me. Oh, yeah. Get up, stand a little bit. Be good to your body. Get some water. Drink some water. I'll drink some water. Let's all drink some water. Yeah, okay. Water's good for you. Drink it. None of you drank water. Hello? Anyway, let's get let's get going into some D&D. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
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 Okay, there we go. What D&D in time? I should probably mute the alerts and unmute this and mute this. Beautiful. Cool beans. Okay, should we introduce ourselves?
Sure.
Okay. Also, if you are not caught up, look at the quest info, and you can also go to my YouTube channel. I have a playlist of all of the campaigns except for last week's. I haven't added that one yet. But hi, I am Potaytosaurus. You may know me because this is my channel. I play as Caroused. I'm a Wood Elf Ranger. Silent can go next.
Hello. I'm Sad Silent _ You may not know me because this is not my channel. I play Yuki. She is a human rogue.
Beautiful. Goblin Lord.
Hello, I am Husher, and I am the Chief Goblin Lord, and generally acceptable in most companies. So if you want to chat, just hit me up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm Mother Trucker. I'm Brea. I'm normally unacceptable, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I'm the half elf barbarian. That is a mouthful.
At least you're not a dungeon manster like I am.
Manster.
Okay.
Manster.
Meester.
I'm Dr. Irvidos. I am Garmy, the forest gnome wizard, and I am somewhat acceptable. Depends on the company.
You're all right. You're pretty cool.
No one's
Yeah,
single and ready to mingle?
Not today. I didn't want to I can't overuse it. Can't overuse it.
Oh, wow. Mm.
Garmy is still divorced and not mingling.
And bitter, probably a bit, right?
A little
lost
bit.
Some baubles and some jewels. Gotcha.
She took the house.
Okay.
So do we want to do?
I
Do
guess-
we want to do the rollies first, or do you want to do the recap first?
Let's do rollies
Let's-
first. Where is the recap? Is there a recap?
It's exclamation mark quest is the recap.
Our Sirius XM radio host, Sad Silent _ will be doing the recap today.
Beautiful. Oh, right. That's right.
Who is rolling first?
Yeah.
Rolling first?
Rollies.
Okay.
Rollies
Who's
first.
rolling
boys.
first?
Let's do Silent versus Garmy, and then we'll do Mother Trucker versus Potatosaurus.
Okay.
Silent, if
Lots
you
first, silent.
first.
Okay.
Ooh, getting the good rolls out of the way. I like it.
Ooh.
I don't.
Oh,
Wow.
Garmy's like, how you like them?
Wow.
Because of course.
Yowza.
There we go. That seems more normal.
5.
All right, we got 1 for Garmy.
Dear
Seems
God.
more
Truth or
normal.
mercy.
Garmy.
All right,
Okay.
so we're putting Garmy on the front line today.
Because that works out well.
Okay. Not even close.
Hmm.
Wow.
Three
Wow.
zip.
A
Clean
shutout.
sweep.
You hate to
Yeah.
see it.
You hate to see it.
All right, Brea. You and the Potatosaurus.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, could be worse. Could have been a 4, 3, 2, or 1. Ooh, we're lowballing. She didn't want to break out the natural 20. All right, so we got one
That's
caroused.
19.
And,
Oh,
Oh my
one Brea,
God.
one
One,
Garmy.
so
one.
close with the 18.
Yikes.
Your dice weighted or something?
Waited.
These digital dice.
Ah, turds.
2 to 1.
She shaved off a corner of them digitally. A few ones and zeros are missing.
Sweet Jesus.
19.
Oh my God.
You hack into this and
Okay.
wow. All right.
GG's.
Are you ready? All right, we're going to change it up. All right. Garmy, you ready for this?
Sure.
All right, let's yeet some dice. Do this. All right, Brea, it's yours.
Sorry, I thought I
Yeah.
I was trying to
Brea.
click it and it wouldn't highlight.
1 for Garmy.
One for the gnome.
Ooh. Natural
Ooh.
20.
A natural 8. Let's go.
2 to the gnome. 2 to the gnome.
Might be a six roll shutout.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Oh.
The 1 and the 20.
6 in a row. The gnome cannot be beaten. Who's
Wow.
eating who?
We're
Wow.
yeeting him straight at a dragon's face today.
So you want the good news or the bad news? Good news is you will roll against me. The bad news is that I already have a boon chosen. However, if I win, I will give that boon to an enemy.
Oh my
If I win.
Okay.
Right, if I win.
Ooh.
Yeah. I know, right? Oh, play for
Mm.
now, baby.
We still get to know what the boon is.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll tell you what it is. It's my plan
Feeling
right now.
hot. I'm feeling hot. Ooh,
Well, don't
maybe
jinx
not so
it.
hot. Not so hot.
Come on, Garmy.
The pressure's on.
It's gonna happen.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
You used up all the luck on the rest of us.
On the first 6 rolls.
I know,
Yeah.
right? Like that's what you get, you little gnomey bastard.
Okay.
You should bring him back.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
2 to
Oh.
1. All right,
Still
we're getting
a
better.
miss.
Come back. Is it a comeback streak? It could be a comeback.
Okay.
Come on.
Hi.
All right.
Ooh. Ooh.
Shit.
Go
Oh.
away. Oh my god! What the heck?
All
Was
that
that-
drama, and then he throws it. He threw it. He sandbagged. He sandbagged. All right. So, what the boon today was going to be was a cantrip. That could be cast by you. I would allow, probably because this is just a boon. It would probably. I was thinking about it being just a like where you would have been able to use it like twice during one combat encounter, right? And it's a simple cantrip, right? Where you brandish a weapon in the spell's casting. It's called Booming Blade, by the way. And make a melee attack against it with a creature within 5 feet of you. On a hit, target suffers weapons attacks, normal effects, and then becomes sheathed in booming energy until the start of the next turn. If the target willingly moves 5 or more feet before then, they take another 1d8 thunder damage, and then the spell ends. So I was just going to give you a little simple level 1 cantrip, or level 0 cantrip. But alas, the enemy
gonna
might
booming
use it
blade
against you.
Garmy.
The enemy might use it against you in this playing for keeps, because there's a conflict, there's a war, and let's just put it this way: not only do the good guys get boons from their benefactors, right? The bad guys get boons too. So, all right, so good rollies, good rolls. I mean, I saw some good numbers coming out of there. You know, keep your chins up, silent. all we need to know is that we just need to poison you, and you'll start rolling fucking 20s like all the time.
I know,
So-
right? Let me just carry a bottle of poison around.
There's drinks to stab yourself with a poison blade because it seems
have
to
a
work
poison
wonders when you
dart.
roll with disadvantage.
I have
Yeah,
a poison
poke him.
dart.
Okay. The recap for 2 weeks ago. We had just gotten back. We were like right in the middle of a battle with a bunch of kobolds. We were trying to decide whether or not we should kill them all because they really wanted to summon their dragon, Adron, I believe his name was. And we were like, you know what? That sounds like a really bad idea. And we don't want you to do that. But they were
Bad
getting
dragon was Spark
antsy.
Render, by the way.
Oh,
Bad.
Spark Render. Forgive me. I'm sorry.
That's all good.
I'm like going half off of the recap here. Yeah, they started, running towards the tower, and Garmy was like, okay, we either will have to just nuke these boys or fight everyone at the same time. So he kind of Hiroshima them, and yeah, then we fought Sparkwinder, and
Turn them into
thankfully-
jelly.
yeah,
Just jello all
thankfully-
over the castle walls.
Yuki was able to get the kill on Sparkwinder using her, roguish movements, just dashing all over the place. It was a very good fight. Let's see. After we killed him, we ended up. Oh, Garmy actually ended up detecting magic, and he discovered that there was a hidden location below the tower that Sparkwinder came from. And was that the place where we found all the loot? I believe.
We found the other dragon.
Yeah, I think the loot was down there.
You would think I'd be
Found
reading
the
about
other.
this
You
pretty
found the
fast.
other dragon in an old library that was hidden under the tower, and the dragon had been trapped in some rubble. That was Adron.
There we go. That was Adron. We found Adron down there. Oh, Yuki and Kiros went and destroyed all the dragon sculptures because they are just not fans of art, basically. Let's see. Down where Adron was, he asked what happened to Sparkwinder. Yuki decides to show him some remains, and he's like, wow, that really didn't need to be put in my face like that, but thank you for letting me know he's dead. We also found 4,500 pieces of copper, 2,200 pieces of silver. We found a lot of money. We could basically just quit and retire now at this point. We're pretty set up.
Do you know
We
how
did
many
also
potatoes
find-
I eat a day?
Do you know how expensive spellcraft is?
Apparently not. Apparently not. Maybe we can't retire. I
That's
take that back. We found a waterproof leather case with a blue silk fan inside. I'm not sure what.
No, the
That-
leather case had the spell in it,
Oh,
didn't it? Because I got a detect. Oh, no, that was different. That was something else.
yeah, that's not what I have here.
Yeah. No, I was remembering something else that we retconned later.
Oh, is it
You're
the
right.
scroll of hold person that you're talking about?
I got the scroll of hold person later, I think.
And a potion of lightning resist.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that too. Yuki found a sword that's sharper than the other two, so she's very happy. She's walking out there with a big smile on her face, ready to cut something. We take Adron, we go back to Dragon's Rest. We meet up with Renara. They're reunited. They're very happy. She gives us 250 more pieces of gold. Garmy decides to go to Mila, who is another kobold who works down in like their little shopkeep, basically. He goes in there, with the heavy heart and lower head, and he tells her, hey, good news is we found all of your missing siblings. The bad news is I nuked them all at once, and
I only killed one of her brothers. The other one was already dead.
Does that make it any
Yeah,
better?
but that's
I
you know,
mean,
you know
That's
how
fine.
you had relatives that were alive? Well, you don't
they're
anymore.
not.
Remember your brothers who left you for dead when you get attacked by Sturges? Yeah, by the way, I want you to know that they ran off, met a fucking dragon. He's a dick. They swore an oath to him and his little evil plan, and I had to kill one of them. Does that
So
bother you?
It's
Like,
like,
you upset?
despite the amazing day, despite killing a dragon and all the success, we're still feeling just, a little sad after all that's happened. Nobody likes to see family members being written off that way. So dinner time was a little quiet, right? Vernoth, the lady with the metallic leg, comes to Yuki. They have a little chat in private. She tells Yuki, I forgot already, about the sword that's somewhere up north, I believe.
Correct.
True.
The person that she had campaigned with, who had a matching pair of wakizashis that looked almost identical to yours in her recollection, was going to retire somewhere north in the spine of the world. He wanted to end his days of fighting and go somewhere that would be a little more rustic. Kind of chose a shitty area to do it, but whatever. Like, it's all good.
A little
It's
bit.
all good. There's just trolls and stuff. No
Well,
bigs. I would.
well, we appreciate that news at the end of the day, though. We know what our next mission is by this, basically, or we assume we know. We never know what's going to happen next. But as Vernoth is walking away, Yuki's just looking at her, looking at that metallic leg. Like, Berea would kill me if I didn't try. I have to give it a shot. Yuki gets down real low, crouching, crawling. She goes for that metal leg. Like, I'm gonna take it. The second she lifts it off the floor, she fails again. She gets damn close this time, though. She got a couple screws unloosed out of that thing. After dinner, we all go to sleep, and we all have another one of those super ominous dreams. We're standing in a field of stars, and in the distance, they see a man wearing an ornate armor and carrying a large lance in his hand. He approaches the silver dragon, and they hear someone call out to him, Huma? Is that how you say the name?
Yes, Huma.
Are you going to make it to this battle? A shield attached to his saddle has an emblem of some type of bird holding a sword in its talons. And he replies, I'll be there to fight the enemy. That's what us knights do. The four of us wake up. We have no freaking clue what that was about, but we go about our day anyway. And we all level up and hit level 4. And that's the end of that.
This is me just miming, just dropping breadcrumbs, baby. Just breadcrumbs everywhere.
That
That's a
one.
good
I wanted
recap.
that piece of bread. I'm kind of hungry right now.
Congratulate Silent on a wonderful recap. Thank you. Good job, Silent. I like it.
Thank you. I will blame
Claps
Brea
in
every
chat.
time.
Claps in chat.
Oh, it's
I know. I'm trying to think of a cool name for your group that involves a prosthetic leg.
Eileen.
Oh.
The Eileen,
love it.
the
I love
Eileen
it.
gang. It's terrible.
So, Chief Goblin Lord, I'm gonna go ahead and roll my 2 portents for the day.
2 thumbs up. Come on, baby.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, fuck. I mean, great roll.
Ooh.
Nice. Hell yeah.
I don't know what happened. I didn't see that. Like, what are you talking about? I don't see no numbers. You see any numbers on there?
I saw it. Don't worry. We can
No,
clip
our screen captured that like the poll
Check
for
the,
who was good.
check the clip.
it.
Check the VOD. It's in there somewhere. Those are good rolls. Those are good rolls for that.
Those
Yeah.
are really good rolls. We got a guaranteed crit.
All right. So you wake up the next day, you have your dream. I don't know. Do you guys want to talk about that? Do you want to like unpack that a little?
How did we end? With a long rest or?
Yeah, I
think
think
so.
basically ended after your long rest, after your
Yeah, I believe
important
so.
dream, your shared meditative, because you're an elf. I don't sleep, I meditate. From your trance, where you shared this experience. And I mean, I don't think you all shared the same exact experience this time.
I think Grimy would do the first thing, waking up, knowing he's had another dream, would check with everyone and say, did we all have the same dream?
We just give each other that look because it's
Yeah.
happened before. Yeah, we just know now.
Oh
just
yeah, and
nod.
I totally forgot. Did you guys want to hear a little bit about the Underdark? I don't think we've talked about the
Yes.
Underdark.
Ah,
We didn't do our history
ooh.
lesson for the day.
Yeah, like do a little lore, right? A little lore.
Story time with Chief Goblin Lord.
Story time with Chief Goblin Lord. All right. All right. So the Underdark, it's known by many as the realms below, the vast miles deep network of caverns, caves, and underground waterways. And it's home to many strange creatures and strange societies. No one is quite sure how massive this ecosystem expands, right? Except to say that it at least covers the breadth of the continent in this realm below, right? And for creatures that are there, they are fully capable of surviving their entire lives within it, provided they can find enough food and safety to do so. There's breathable air, there's clean water. Beyond that, though, most people who live on the surface only hear tales of adventurers, those who survive attacks, and the occasional escaped captive that describe the horrors that lurk in the Underdark. And here's a little brief summary of a tale told by Oshgir, who was a half-orc warrior who was captured by a gray dwarf raiding party, and then sold to an agent, captured by the Drow, who are basically evil elves who live in the Underdark, and escaped captivity by killing his overseer and then fleeing from the area. So, after days of walking in the deep dark places beneath the surface, excuse me, I was led in heavy chains to Gracklestug on the shores of the Dark Lake. I was set to work immediately at a forge, pumping bellows, hefting ingots, and carrying barrels of quenching oil. This place is called the City of Blades for good reason. The fine steel of the Duergar, or the Grey Dwarves, is impressive, considering the quality of the iron that they were starting with. Hammering, refining, and carefully polishing gave the metal the strength and sleekness necessary, and diligent sharpening added wicked edges to many of the blades I handled. The Grey Dwarves make their home mainly beyond a great wall which I never passed through. To the north, the floor of the cavern that contains the Dark Lake hovers dangerously low, such that in some places it is only 10 feet above the water's surface. The whole of this great cavern glows, and the continuous flow of hot iron through the city gives the illumination a yellow cast all of the time. It is frightening, and if you forget where you are, and more than that, it's always hot. After a month or so of working under a minor smith, I quarreled with the apprentice set to supervise me, and he dared me to test the strength of his new blade. It broke, as I expected, but did the job well enough. The Grey Dwarf didn't seem to be angry that the apprentice lay dead at my feet, but it was only a short time thereafter that I was dragged off to the market to be sold again. As it happened, a human in the city on some diplomatic mission, I caught his eye, and he purchased me. Now, this half-orc warrior also went on to, be captured and move between different cities and things in the Underdark. But the main point is most things there are evil. They live in a realm of darkness, and most creatures that leave it are either like raiding parties of the Drow, right, of the Dark Elves, and they're either out to go conquer or capture or pillage or whatever Drow do. But the Drow society is very matriarchal.
What is a
Right?
drow?
DROW, Drow, the Dark
Dark
Elves.
elves.
Oh, dark. Okay.
They are pretty much all some variant of evil, with a few exceptions in canon of different books.
And spider
Jordan,
worshippers.
right? But they have a society where with Drow normally there are multiple houses, right? So there's a family of Drow, right? And they war against each other. They fight against each other. And it keeps their population more manageable, I guess. And they worship an evil goddess because they're evil. But that's just one of the different types of creatures that live in the Underdark. There's monstrosities, but the big point is there are societies that live under the surface and kind of live by their own rules, worship their own pantheons. And it's not just like, hey, caves here and there. It's just like there's a vast network of underground caverns and tunnels that expands
Do you
across the
mean
entire
like
continent.
each group has their own rules, or the Underdark itself has all of its own rules?
Well, each of the houses, depending on what we're talking about, like with Drow, they have their own family houses, so to speak, right? Like House Doerden or House whatever, right? They're just a family. And they fight each other for supremacy, basically, right? They're very magic heavy. They have a lot of wizards and sorcerers and things like that. But for the context of right now, I mean, you could probably survive a brief trip into the Underdark. But there's a lot of scary things that are there, right? Not just like Drow and the Grey Dwarves, who are also evil and tend to do a lot of work for the Drow. But you're going to run into other evil creatures and things like that, and monsters and monstrosities and constructs and things, because it's a big world and there's a lot of crazy, weird science experiments and things that have happened all across.
Ooh.
Things where they might curse little dragons and turn them into, littler dragons and things like that, and cool stuff, curses and liches and all types of things. And there's ancient ruins, right, from the Netherese that used to have a massive empire across the continent, also, that they have some of their ruins are in the Underdark or partially in the Underdark. And it's a very interesting area to explore because, I mean, riches to be found, magic items to be found, things like that. But with great risk comes great rewards, kind of deal. But that's just a little bit about the Underdark. There's more to it, but you know, it's evil, it's dark, it's spooky, and unless you can see in the dark, you can't see crap without a torch. There is that.
Mm. Cool.
All right, so you guys just had your dream. You just woke up feeling so refreshed from your elf trance and your sleep.
It's called meditation.
I'm sorry, I was meditating. Were you in lotus pose? Thank you very much.
One of the first things I'm going to do in the morning is I'm going to ask Brea to let Garmy take some cash out of the Bank of Brea to go buy some supplies.
The Bank of Brea.
Show me the
The
Quan,
bomb?
Jerry.
It's
Show
the
me the Quan.
bomb. The
And
bank
as
of
soon-
Brea.
As he starts to do that, he realizes that to buy what he needs to buy, he's going to have to go talk to Milo again, or Mila. And so instead, hey Brea, would you mind going shopping for me so I don't have to deal with that kobold lady whose brothers I killed?
You want me to do it?
Well, I don't think she wants to see me.
Pretty sure she said, "Please leave me alone," and then like closed the door on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just need like a list of some spell components.
Oh.
And I can hand you a list. I need 10 gold worth of some charcoal, some incense, and a list of herbs. And I hand it off to her.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Thank
Wow,
you.
she's so
For you.
excited. She's like,
I'm gonna
I'd love to do your
It'll be worth
shopping
it.
trip.
It'll be worth it.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it, I promise.
Sounds
Will
like
you
a
run to
really
Costco
good
for
time.
me? Okay. So, so as you, Brea, as you make your way down, right, and you make your way down to Mila's shop, Mila's there, the door is open,
That one?
and it's this one over here, like this little like area. So when Mila comes out, right, and she looks at you and she says, hey, how can I help you? What do you need?
I just hand her the list. Like, I don't know what any of this is, but
So she takes the list from you and she says, I have everything but the herbs, so I'm gonna go ahead. This is gonna cost you. She tells you it's gonna cost you 8 gold pieces, but you can talk to Tarak, right, the other guy, who goes out and gets all the herbs on the island, and he can provide you the other items.
okay.
And then she tells you, she says, hey, I have something, because obviously Yuki won't know this, but she tells you that she, when you guys are ready to leave, she has something that she wants to give to Yuki also. But she'll see you when you depart. She has to finish doing a little bit of tinkering on it, so to speak.
Okay.
And
Well,
I'll
that's like
assume
one part shopping trip just turned into 2 stops. Man.
she a
Welcome to
tinkerer.
D&D.
She's not an herbalist. She's not an
I'm gonna
herbalist.
no, just when I get back I'm gonna be all like seethy.
It's like
Angry.
grumpy.
She can be all sashay in too. She can be all.
One stop wasn't bad enough, but now I gotta do 2.
I mean, he's like the dude lives like next door, so I don't think it's gonna be that bad. He's like literally next door.
So I can just mosey on over there.
Yeah, so just to help it go along. Yeah, so Tarak is there, and he offers you a little bag of the different herbs separated into little pouches, for the low cost of 2 gold pieces.
So
Right.
say thanks, and
Huzzah!
then
You can do.
I'm just gonna fist bump him.
As soon as you get back with that, Garmy is so quick to grab it and thank you.
I
and
just
he
hold it up.
sees-
Oh damn!
Well, that's. Yeah.
I'm like sitting next to Yuki and I nudge her. I'm like, I really like Brea.
We're just like eating some snacks while watching the whole thing.
You want to try to do a check to see if you can reach it, you little
ahead.
gnomey like ninja?
Sure. I will. Would you want acrobatics or athletics? I am a little bit better at acrobatics.
Your choice.
I mean,
your
you've
choice.
gotten really good at like climbing on my shoulders.
I have a
so-
DC. I have a DC in mind, so go for it. Let's see.
Nope.
No, you did not.
Nope.
Like you started to grab onto her like belt and pull yourself up, and then you realized you were yanking her pants off, so you let yourself go. You're like, whoa, hey, you're creepy. So yeah, you only got about 4 inches off the ground, and you're like, all right, I give up.
I just
Oh.
pat his head and I hand him the bag. Hand him all the
Patronizing.
stuff.
Oh, you're
Thanks.
so adorable.
And I start picking it out, and I start setting things up, and I pull a little brass brazier out of my component pouch, and I set it down, and I start mixing things up, and I'm working on this for like an hour. I immediately go in to start casting this spell. And after about an hour, there's a little poof of smoke,
Ooh.
and then suddenly, in the place of the materials, you see a small green lizard.
Ooh! I'm gonna like rush
That-
over to it and like let our tracks down off my shoulder and like let him sniff him.
Really hope Arterex isn't hungry.
He's gonna eat him.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I'm
No,
not the
I
boss
mean,
of
he-
Arterax.
Is Artie a vegetarian, maybe?
it's. I haven't decided, DM, if I want this. I can choose if it's celestial, fey, or fey, or fiend. I haven't chosen yet. Do you have a preference for game reasons if that I should choose one or the other?
No, your choice. If you don't want to make that choice at this moment, it can be an amorphous sort of, it hasn't really fully materialized kind of thing for a bit if you want until you make that decision.
Sure. I'm not. I'll say that Garmin's not sure. I have an idea about where I want it, what I want it to be, but we'll talk later. But yeah,
Do
it's a
some
little
crazy
tiny
shit.
lizard.
Garmin's gonna
Um,
come up with some crazy shit.
Freya just looks over and is like, "Did you just make a lizard?"
He's my friend. I haven't thought of a name for him yet, but I can actually see through his eyes if I need to. And he's a lizard, so he can walk on ceilings and stuff. And he's my friend.
Ooh.
I'm gonna ask a
It kind
question.
of just crawls up my arm and comes up on my shoulder, and I have a little tiny lizard familiar.
Husher's
Oh,
squinty
wow.
eyes make me
Aw.
nervous.
No, I just have a
You s-
question. I just have a question, right? So, like, on the requirements for a familiar, depending on what kind of familiar it is, I'm just thinking, like, wouldn't it already have a name?
It does. You gain this. Well, yeah. You gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes the form of your choice, but it doesn't say that I know.
Well, that's
Its
fine.
name.
Yeah, I could choose a name. I was just curious. Like,
Yeah.
you're like, I'm gonna summon some terrible little demon fiend, and it's like, your name is Bob, and it's like, no, my name is Bolgoth, the Destroyer of Worlds, and he's like this little like 6-inch tall guy. He's like, oh, come get you.
Oh,
Tiny
I imagine
fists.
this guy is about the size of, I imagine, the gecko lizard. I don't want him to be a
Geico?
massive lizard like like a gecko, like
Yeah,
a
I mean,
So
gecko.
you have like
they
a
go pretty
little,
big, right?
like a little chameleon guy from Tangled is what you have.
Yes, yeah, and he just sits on. He's small enough that he sits on Garmi's shoulder.
Oh, so we're like a 3-stack now.
Yeah.
You could put a trench coat on. You could go into a store and try to buy cigarettes. Like, put on a hat.
Just turning into a walking totem.
I imagine it's like a gecko, little tiny lizard, or a
Form says it's a
chameleon.
bearded dragon, and it's actually him.
Oh, it's form.
He did say
It
that
makes a
he
lot of
would-
sense.
He did say he would play as Tiamat if I brought Tiamat into the campaign.
So now my familiar is Tiamat.
Well, I mean, maybe it's just a little sliver of Tiamat just to spy on the party. I don't know. I mean, or do I? It depends. I know how Taylor loves that answer. It depends. No, but that's cool. Yeah, familiars are cool, man. I like it. So what's the range you could telepathically link, right? What's that?
So I can cause it to disappear and dismiss it, and cause it to reappear within 30 feet of me. When it's within 100 feet of me, I can communicate it with it telepathically, and as an action, I can see through its eyes and hear what it hears until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
And I get any of its senses, but I'm completely deaf and blind and oblivious to what's happening around me.
Okay, so
Glad
I want
to
to
do that.
make some ground rules real quick about mounts because we're about to get into this place where we get some mounts and we got companions and shit, right? I will not target your pet specifically. Okay? However, if your creature decides that it wants to throw some fucking hands in combat, like I will throw hands back. Okay? But like generally I'm not going to kill your pets, right? At worst they're just going to either get dismissed, poof, or it just goes to 0 HP and it wakes up at like, after the battle with like 1. Right? I'm not going to go
I have to resummon mine if it drops to 0 health.
But if, like I said, if it throws hands, if your little gecko is like, I'm gonna chew on some toes, like,
Yeah, it has a bite damage of +0 to hit, and if it hits,
What?
it's not even a dice roll. It's 1 damage.
Just one guaranteed 1 point. That could tip it over the edge.
It like
it
runs
could tip it
over
mean,
the
but it
and
has a
sits on the
+0
guy's
to
shoulder
hit.
and just like smacks its face.
And
Sure,
then
so-
afterwards, it licks its own eyeball.
Ew.
So like yeah, but if you use a pet in a, like I mean generally I'll play it kind of by ear, but I just want to make it clear. Like say you get a horse and you want to like if your horse is next to you and you're like, look, this is my horse, my pony. I'm not gonna go have the bad guys target your pony, right? But if you're like, I'm gonna hop on that pony and I'm gonna try to charge some guys and smack it with my sword, that is a different story, right? I know it sounds terrible, but like it'd be totally unfair for you to get an advantage in combat. You know what I mean? But if you do have something like that, unless it's just some cast off thing you don't care about, like it's just gonna get knocked to 0 at worst, and then it just gets back up after combat with like 1 HP. We'll do video game style on that, because it's kind of douchey just to target people's pets. You know what I mean? Like, come on, why are you bullying my gecko? Right.
I
So
don't plan on having him go into combat.
what is going on?
At least not
Yeah.
now.
Is there any music happening?
Yeah, I
there-
haven't heard it. I can't hear any music.
Here, let me restart. We'll pick something nice like.
Oh, I need to pass along the message that we are supposed to go by the shopkeep. Specifically,
You didn't
Yuki.
have to.
Did she mean all of us? I got the feeling she didn't want to see me.
She said specifically Yuki, but also, see, if you'd have done this yourself.
Well, yeah, but I don't want to go there and
I feel like
have
there's some
her, like-
mathematics going on here right now. No, she said she had something for Yuki.
Okay, well,
I
you
learned something
just
for Yuki.
She said for all of us
Oh my
to
god,
stop
that's
on our way out.
adorable.
through the
Well,
wall.
That
she
is
would have
a-
it ready for when you all leave, because unless
Oh.
you want to just stay here for 2 hours and hang out and talk to kobolds and test my roleplay skills, I would assume that you would want to depart before the Lightfoot does, which will be leaving on the tide in the afternoon.
Oh, so we gotta do this like now.
Form posted a picture in our campaign chat, and I decided that is, in fact, what the lizard looks like now.
It's fucking adorable.
That is
Can we-
adorable.
Before we move on to the next thing, can we take 5 so I can take my mammals out because they're
Yeah.
harassing me?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That
Cool,
is
cool.
adorable
I want
little
it.
lizard.
What is it? It says it's a dragon. It's a dragon.
So maybe my familiar is actually a secret dragon. I think it's a lizard. I thought I summoned a lizard. Maybe it's a dragon.
It's so
Everybody's getting
cute.
dragons and lizards. And a
That
cat
is a
or
really
spider
cute
in the
lizard.
corner of the room for mine.
So we've decided the lizard is form.
Yes.
Is that what's happened?
I am a dragon? No, I don't think I'm a dragon. Am I a
Let
dragon?
Form answer for him.
No, but you have a dragon.
I do have a dragon. A pseudo
Or
dragon.
maybe
We're all
that's what happened
mounts.
during the time frame that you don't remember. You turned into a dragon and you don't know.
You're a
Now I have to
Tiamat.
Look up mounts. Wait, there are vehicles too?
Oh yeah.
Oh, they're all
There's
boats.
actually
that
vehicle
possible?
proficiencies even for different types of vehicles.
Is it
I
possible that
want
I'm
a
like
freaking
sh-
owlbear for my mount.
if I'm like a shapeshifter and don't know it? Is that
Maybe.
po-
Elephant. I want an elephant mount. It'd be very slow, but fucking awesome.
I want the two-headed owlbear that
That thing's
Silent put in the
crazy
chat.
cool.
As a mount?
Yeah.
I thought you had like PTSD from owl bears. Now you see one with 2 heads.
Yeah.
That thing did almost kill you.
Yeah.
She said, "Yeah, it's awesome."
Isn't
As
that
a barbarian, I live on the verge of life and death. That's where I thrive.
So what's our goal now? What are we working on? Is that what we're gonna figure out soon?
I have to
think
see
so.
whatever I'm
I
going
think
to
the
receive.
only plot hook we have right now is going to find this other sword.
Yeah.
Yeah.
somewhere in the like northern. I assume it's gonna be like icy, cold, snowy tundra.
Yep.
And he said the boat leaves this afternoon.
Yep.
When was all this said?
A minute ago.
What?
Like,
Where
2
was
minutes before we
I?
started playing.
This happens more times than you guys understand. I just like don't. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then all of you understand, and I'm just like, okay, I missed.
Before Yuki tried to steal Homegirl's leg, she told her about the sword on some person up in the north, and that's how we know.
Oh
about
yeah. Oh, that's where we're going.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, that's the only really. That's where we're thinking about going. We don't know where the boat's headed because we're hired onto this boat to help it. I guess still, maybe. Not sure.
Oh wait, are we still linked to the boat? Like we're still
I
guards?
think
for
so.
It?
I think so.
I feel like we're too good for that now, though.
I mean, like, I guess you don't have to be if you want to start swimming. It's
True.
gonna be a lot of checks as you try to swim across an ocean.
Grab a bigger bucket to give him this done.
Yeah, Kira's gonna need a big bucket if we're going across the entire ocean without a boat.
I'll get my sea legs eventually.
Oh, we can buy boats though, can't we? Have our own boat, our own ship.
Boats get expensive in D&D.
You don't have the money for a ship like the one you're about to get on.
Okay. fair
I
enough.
think it's like 20K, probably for an average sized, decent sized boat.
Gold.
They come
What?
with big
Yes.
buckets.
Could
Oh,
we
dear God.
steal it?
Ooh.
Why are we? We could build
Pirate
it.
campaign, here we
Just
come.
murder hobo.
I can
Everybody on
detect
board.
some alignments changing.
Just have what's his face, that dragon that we just brought back, just like carry us. He can just carry us wherever we
Yeah.
need to go.
He was young dragon. He could probably carry one of us, and he'd have to be willing.
Oh,
He'd be like,
Yeah, let's split the party. Let's go.
we'll catch up.
Catch up. Keep swimming.
With my little gnome legs, I'll catch up eventually.
We never see
Chasing after a dragon.
Start swimming Dory style. Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming.
Get distracted and turn around.
All right. So what do you guys want to do next? So you've rested. You did your shopping at Costco, Milico.
I think we're ready to hear whatever she has to. Or, I mean, get whatever she has to give me, and then we're ready to go.
So as you approach the lift, because the boat has finished whatever its unlading is, and they've brought different supplies down, right? And the boat's getting ready to leave, and you see the captain standing up at the lift, which is all the way over here.
Okay.
You don't have to move your characters; it's fine.
Oops,
Um,
I already did.
You know, the captain is there, dashing with his vest and his long gray beard and his ravishing hair, right? And he says, "I'm glad to see you've done well. We're getting ready to head off. So, I mean, I have 200 gold pieces each still waiting when we get to our destination. So if you want some money, you should probably get on the boat. Just saying. Some extra cash. But it is going to be a couple of weeks till we get to our destination. Are you guys ready to leave? We leave with the tide in a few hours.
Do you suggest we bring anything specific on our journey?
No, nothing specific that you need. I'm sure that when we get to our destination, they'll have what you need there too. We're going to a little town at the edge of the spine of the world
That sounds dangerous.
called Frostfire Cove.
Frostfire?
Frostfire Cove.
Not sure if that sounds more cold or hot. I'm gonna guess cold.
Sounds warm.
Please say
Lukewarm.
warm.
Lukewarm.
Maybe a little tepid, like it just came out of the tap, but like sat out on the counter for a couple of hours, like
I'm
some hard mineral
imagining the
deposits.
fiery feeling of frostbite.
Like cold sweats.
Imagining cold.
Wait, let me look.
This sounds terrible.
Yuki's like, I'm gonna climb this 35-foot cliff.
Are we like affected by?
I was gonna say,
elements?
should we like buy like a
Yes.
sweater
The
or
answer
something?
is yes.
All right, I'm going back to Mila, whatever.
Could you? I don't really want to go in the store. Can you get me some warm clothing?
Okay.
You have to face your fears
And-
sometime.
I faced them yesterday when I told her I killed her brother. I think it's best to give her space.
Very fair. Am I just purchasing for everyone then? That's what we're gonna do. Yeah, we need 4
Anything my
giant.
size? I mean, they're all tiny.
Little gnome. Little gnome was giant. He's like in his dad's coat, right? Like his sleeves are hanging down. You know, you don't have to buy clothes here, right? I mean, you generally have clothes to campaign in mostly comfortably. But if it makes you feel better, yes. I don't know what's a fair price for some decent little coats. Let's say that she has coats for all of you. She will give you a coat, a warm outer shirt of some kind, and a warm woolen cloak for say 8 gold each. That's a fair price. Probably lowballing it. She likes you.
Okay.
She likes us? Good thing
She likes
Dr.
most of
Overdose
us.
didn't go.
I mean, let's recap it. Her fucking brothers left her for dead. They went and swore an oath to an evil dragon to help him out, and then they got murdered while carrying out whatever nefarious plan for evil dragon that probably would have gotten her killed. I mean, she's probably a bit conflicted, but apparently they didn't like her that much to ever go back and check on her.
True.
All of us have been disappointed in siblings at one time or another.
Bet.
So yeah, for let's say 32 gold, she has, a warm, it's still a basic cloak. It's not pretty. It's just like woolen
I'm adding
and a warmer
cold
shirt.
weather clothing to my sheet.
Okay.
Look at him. He's like, he's gonna rules lawyer this with me within a couple of sessions too. He's like, I told you I had warm weather clothing. Now let's decide what that means, shall we?
Well,
That's fine. So
according to if as long as it's dry, the wearer automatically succeeds on saving throws against the effects of extreme cold.
sure. No, you're right. And however, there are other dangerous things beyond just
True.
the cold.
Okay.
Yes, as long as you're dry, right? And I would
I'd
say
rather
that
not have to deal with exhaustion.
Oh no, that's gonna happen. That's fun for me.
Ah,
But I don't think it's gonna be that deadly for you all.
So we all have cold weather clothing?
I just bought it. Yeah.
Yeah, so does it say what the price of warm weather clothing is? 'Cause I didn't look it
Oh
up.
wait, cold or warm?
Cold weather. To make you
Cold
warm.
weather.
Sorry, I had two conflicting thoughts in my head at the same time.
I don't see it.
Because I probably lowballed it. It's probably more expensive than 8 gold each.
price 10.
10? So yeah, so there you go. So you got a discount still, right? 8 gold each. So if it was 10 gold, boom.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, I gotta go check on these mammals and see if they're ripping my couch cushions off the couch. Give me a moment.
So we have cold weather clothing and warm weather clothing?
No, you have cold
I
weather
don't have-
clothing, and then you have temperate clothing, which is what you're currently wearing.
Okay.
I have clothes common and clothing cold weather. That's all the clothing I have.
And your magnificent gnomish magical robes, right?
I mean, really, that's part of his common clothes. He doesn't have any fancy robes yet.
Do you need anything specific to give Yuki night vision? What's
Let
it
me
called?
check.
Dark eyeballs? What is it?
No, I have everything I
vision.
need in my component couch already for that.
Okay.
Dark vision. Garmy looks into his component patch and pulls out a bit of dried carrot. Says, all I need is this.
A dried carrot?
A pinch of dried carrot or an agate. Agate. Whatever this Agate.
That's
Oh,
the
is it
cast
because-
dark vision,
Is it
right?
because carrots
Yes.
improve eyesight or something like that? Is that
I guess that's the joke, yeah.
that's the joke. I was
Is
like,
that what's the duration of that? 1 hour?
8 hours.
8 hours? Okay.
wow.
And it's not concentration. So I can cast that on Yuki, and Yuki will just have dark vision for 8 hours.
God, I wish I had known that. Anyways, let's continue. Okay.
No,
You wish-
what?
Well, no, because so here's what's going to happen. So as you begin to depart, all of the kobolds have lined up, and Runara is there, and so is Adron, youngish-looking man, both wearing the white, peaceful robes of these pacifists that live on Stormreich Island. And Renara thanks you, and Adron thanks you. And Mila comes up because, damn you, Garmy! Mila comes up and she pulls out a little box for Yuki and says, I noticed there's something different about you than all the other big people that you brought with you. And she gives you a monocle.
Oh?
And she tells you that it will allow you to see in the dark.
Oh.
A little dark vision monocle covers one eye. Boom, like little night visions, right? Now, the way and I have to make an item for you because I didn't put it into Foundry yet, but I was going to allow you to use it. You can use it for 10 minutes per short rest. Right,
Ooh,
and then-
okay.
So you
I
have two
appreciate
options now
that.
because Garmy's like, I cast a spell on you.
If I'm
like,
ever away from Garmy, then I have another option.
It is a second
Correct.
level spell, so if I don't have to use it,
Ooh,
Even
yeah,
better.
yeah.
If I
you
just
can
mean,
use it
it-
up to
it-
10 minutes.
yeah,
I mean,
if
if we're gonna be underground all day, probably use the dark vision spell. But if it's just you need to look around,
Or we
a
could
little
just
bit,
point
then
and
yeah.
laugh and she'd never
So-
know.
We will jot this down as a, monocle of dark vision, right? It has a 10 minutes between short rests, right? And then it fully recharges. You don't have to put it in the sunlight, right? So yes, if you are somehow separated and Garmy's not there to cast dark vision on you and you need to snuff out a torch, you could put this on and wear it for 10 minutes. So it's up to 10 minutes total
Okay.
between short rests.
That's cool.
Right. So basically it's never ending, but you only use it for 10 minutes before it ends. I mean,
And like, I
but it
feel
doesn't
like
have to.
would
It
only
doesn't have to
take-
get charged by the sun or anything else like that. Just as long as you have it, it will recharge itself. It's a little wondrous thing. And she's giving it to you free of charge.
That was very nice of her.
You
And
didn't
I
kill.
feel
You
like-
didn't kill her brother, so you got that going for you.
It
This
should only
fucking
take
guy
like,
right
like
here.
a few seconds at a time to like look around a dark room.
Yes, but I'm not gonna micromanage your seconds of the day. So yeah, you could do that.
Okay. Okay.
I don't
All this
track
while,
your
she's-
arrows. I don't track your spell components. I can track how long you're wearing that damn monocle.
I just pretend she picks up all of her daggers and ball bearings at the end of every fight.
And your rope that you use to pull people up a tower,
Yeah,
and
all
things
that
like
stuff.
that. Yeah. Me too. Just like I assume as you get ready to depart on the Lightfoot, that you've got your rations are full, your canteen is full, right? Your water skin, so you have everything that you would need to go elsewhere.
It's a monocle, a thing.
Just
It adds
double
such a
checking
sur-
my spells to see if there's
adds
anything else
such-
I do actually need to purchase.
It has such a survival part to D&D when you have to remember all of that.
Some people like that kind of game, but micromanaging that stuff gets really boring. Because
It
trust me, you
really-
ran out of 20 arrows a long time ago.
I do like the component of keeping track of the spell components that cost gold value, because
Yeah,
those
things
are
that take objects,
designed
yeah.
to be limited. Other
Like,
than
oh,
that,
you
I
need a
consider,
diamond for this.
yeah. Other than that, I consider everything as just being in my component pouch. And as of right now, the only things that I have that need a gold value is my chromatic orb, which is a diamond in my staff, which is used, but it doesn't.
Which you've had
consume it.
great success with that spell, by the way.
Oh yeah, totally.
It's amazing. Clutch spells.
And
That's
then,
weird.
other than that, it's the pearl I got for identify and the stuff for the find familiar. That's the only stuff that has a gold value for me right now.
But with your portents, chromatic could be a winner today.
Finally hit,
Could be a winner today. Right.
maybe.
So are you ready to depart now? Do you want to say anything to these people that have thanked you? Do you want to?
Are we ever coming back?
I mean, there's no law that says you can't be here. So
Eventually,
you
I'll
could
be
come
able to
back.
teleport.
I feel
But,
like
but
we
like,
could.
done here,
we
we'll
don't
probably-
we don't need to come back.
Yeah, I feel like we probably won't come back. I feel like we've done everything we need to do here for the most
For
part.
now.
Okay.
I
well,
just I'm looking at my feed and I'm feeling all kinds of ways, and I just run up and I start giving everyone hugs, telling them thank you for making our time here so wonderful, and we'll be thinking about you on our travels.
Yuki's like patting some of them on the head, but refusing to let them hug her. It's like now, away, stay away. Thank you. Goodbye.
Freya sees the hug and start, and she just kind of like backs against the wall.
Not
Garmy
huggers
is
in this
not
group.
Garmy's not making eye contact with any of the kobolds.
You guys are so mean. You're their saviors, and you don't even have any inspiring speeches to leave them with. No,
Excuse me?
we will not go quietly into the night.
Well, we
Okay.
will do our best not to murder any more of your people. Then that's it.
Come on,
I mean,
about.
Garby's ashamed.
We will try not to kill any more of you. We're really
Yeah.
sorry. It was an accident, I swear.
There was
So-
no other choice.
So, and we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch back to this one. You guys should be able to see that, right?
Oh my God, the memories.
Oh,
The zombies.
This is where
Oh,
you
the zombies on the beach. So,
caved in.
right, yes, that was some getting slammed by zombies on the beach.
That was the first time she took a solid L.
But things that happen in Ibiza stay at Ibiza. We won't tell anybody. So you board the ship, and they finish lading it with fresh water and everything else, and the captain calls for the crew to cast off the ropes, and the ship slowly kind of drifts out to sea, and then it unfurls its sails, and you take a northerly heading. It's late morning right now, and the captain says, "Well, we've got a journey of a couple weeks ahead of us, right? We should be fine, but in case there's any pirates that might come from Waterdeep, or one of the little villages that are on the coast, I appreciate you guys being on board. And when we get to Frostfire Cove, I'll give you your payment then. Not sure how long we'll stay there, because while we're up there, we generally try to collect furs and timber and things like that to bring back from the south from some of the creatures, seals and things like that live in the frozen north in the spine of the world. So in the first night, passes peacefully. The wind begins to grow stronger, and we can fast forward, unless there's any role play that you want to do.
I think most of the time on the ship, Garmy is just in his books, just making notes, trying to figure out new spells, and just focused in his journal and writing.
I have a question.
Ray's sitting across from Garmy, just like throwing random things at him every now and then.
Is Yuki allowed to wear the monocle without it being activated, or does it just turn on automatically when she puts it on?
It would turn on when she puts it on.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna wear it around for like a fashion.
And I'm not counting it as a magical artifact that you need to be attuned with, right? So you could give it to somebody else who can't see in the dark, and they could use it as well.
That's cool.
Right.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to attune it to you. There's
It's
a
not,
max,
like,
was it 3,
bound.
right? I think you can have 3 magical things attuned that
You got
require
3
attunement.
attuned items.
But this is like an unattuned item, so you could pass it to anybody who doesn't have dark vision, which would be you just fucking swapping eyes. I don't know, like.
Imagine not having dark vision.
Oh God, here we go.
Just a lowly human with those ability score increases. How terrible it must be to be you. All right, so we're gonna change it up a little bit, and I'm gonna give you an opportunity right now, because this journey will take a few weeks, right? It's not the fastest ship, and I have ideas, but I want you to tell me what happens, or if anything happens, on the first week of the journey. I could roll for random encounters, but I like to give you guys a choice to say what kind of crazy crap can happen to us in the first week. Doesn't have to be anything. It's up to you.
I just want to say that, like, throughout the first week, like, the first day we get on the ship, I'm kind of, like, hugging the walls and making my steps count and, like, tiptoeing around and trying not to vomit. And like, at the end of the first week, I'm dancing and, like, running and jumping and across the ship, and I'm, like, more nimble, and I have my sea legs, and I'm not nauseous, and I'm happy on the boat now.
No more throwing up and getting buckets of puke thrown at people.
And I'm probably kind of annoying to people. Like, I'm in your face. I'm like, what are you doing? How's your day going? What's new today? Did you see that bird over there? And people are probably pretty annoyed with me at this point because I just don't shut up.
I feel like,
And so the first week passed. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Silent. I don't want to.
I was gonna say, I feel like absolute boredom would set in, like after the first like few days or something. Yuki and Brea will probably just start making bets to see what kind of stuff she can steal off of people walking by. I bet you can't take the shoelaces out of the guy's shoes. Like, bet.
And there's still the sailor that like was injured when they fought with Brea, right? Who's
Oh.
basically just like power slam. Remember, she like knocked him in the air and just like
Yeah.
slammed in, broke his
Oh,
ribs.
rock
So
bottom
he's
him.
still on the
Threw
ship,
puke
and
all
he
over him.
he chuckles and laughs and tries to be friendly with you in a non-flirtatious, totally we're cool, bro kind of way. So the first week generally passes pretty uneventfully. Now, as the second week approaches, the wind has become colder and it bites at you. Right, the ship they've opened the lanterns a bit to put more heat out, and you can see in the in the distance you can see small icebergs that have begun to form as you begin to enter ice flows as they go northward, as you travel northward. And so the crew is out during the day as the ship starts to ice because it's now cold enough right outdoors for the ship to ice. And and the captain's very deft at moving the Lightfoot between and through the ice flows and around the icebergs, and there's always somebody on watch, right? But again, Yuki is feeling a little pent up, a little bored, so to speak. And I'm gonna ask, whoever has the highest skill, I want you to entertain the crew for an evening.
The highest,
highest
skill.
skill?
What skill is it?
So for this, it would be some type of performance. Right, so does anybody have, or who has the best performance skill, or has an item on their inventory to perform? I can check your character sheets if you want me to choose a voluntold.
My performance is only +2.
Yeah, but Yuki's is -1. Do you want... Yuki has...
-1.
Yeah, Yuki is basically has the charisma to persuade as much as like I don't know, a nightstand.
Yeah.
Right.
If
Like,
you need someone to do a backflip, hit me up. Aside from that, yeah, no.
a performance of some kind is not. So who has something on them that can be used for this performance? Because everybody's getting stir crazy on the boat, right? And the captain knows that he's come to you and he said, look, I'll give you a bonus, but I need you to help kind of calm my crew. If you could do some type of performance, any type of poetry, flute, play games of chance, dice, whatever.
I have an idea.
Somebody pick up a.
I have an idea as well, but what's yours?
I was
What's
gonna
yours?
perform some ice skating tricks with Arterax.
Ice skating?
Yeah,
On the
you
boat?
said the
On
boat
the
was
boat?
icing over.
Well, they still clear the ice, right? I mean, because it would cause the ship to be unbalanced. But...
like on the top though. I request like leave this little area.
Can Garmy use Ray of Frost?
I mean, your performance is gonna be interesting. But if you want to do it, I mean, keep talking. We have ideas. I mean, I like it, but I mean, what do you guys want?
Garmy, what's your
I
idea?
could, and I cast Minor Illusion as a cantrip, and I make an image. And I can tell a story and give images to go along with it. Maybe a story of our adventures on the island for those sailors who didn't know what we were up to.
I mean, I don't want to be that guy who reads your character sheets and can see all of them, but there is somebody here who happens to have a plus, who happens to be proficient in performance.
I don't know who you mean.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't, mathologist.
Who picked up the instrument thing that we found? I need it.
We picked up an instrument?
I have
We
a bell.
did, didn't
That's
we?
it.
There was
I don't
there was a
remember.
flute that plays
There
pretty
was a
music,
flute.
right? That was in the Horde. It was in the Dragon Sword. I mean, I'm not trying to call anybody out, but there is somebody.
Oh.
I
who
didn't
does have
put
a
it on
plus
my
4 to
sheet,
performance.
so
I don't think I have it
didn't
on-
pick it up.
It sounds like
I
Brea
will
has
tell you.
it.
Give me a second. I will tell you what
She
it
knows
is.
about it.
It just says we find in the tower with Adron a flute that has magic on it. But I don't know who picked it up. I don't have it on my character sheet, but I do have.
We just left it.
Well,
No,
because
we
most
picked
of
it
you
up.
would have
We have it.
chosen
I don't-
chosen some type of items when you created your characters originally.
I just
Um,
assumed that you took the flute when you took the sword. I took the money.
Oh. I never added it to my sheet, but we can just assume I have it, I guess. What am I doing? Just throwing it to Brea?
Yep, just toss it to me.
It was a crude flute that made a pleasing sound. You have an hourglass filled with sparkling sand and a set of seven candlesticks.
Okay,
I mean, I'm not
so
going to make you role play it. You don't got to play a flute for us or anything. But we could do whatever if you want to use that, or if we could do the ice skating thing. You could do both. I say we do both.
Brea
Porque
could
no?
What
arm
if-
wrestle everybody.
What if I played a flute for your ice skating?
Oh.
And
Every
I can
ice skater's gotta have a
do
track, right?
illusions around to
Yeah.
make like explosions when like little fireworks when you do a jump.
And Yuki can wear her monocle.
Well, she
And
can
she
like
just throws daggers at you guys, but
she can
misses
be
on
like
purpose.
super sneaky and like hold me when I jump and do like the dirty dancing pose.
But
and it'll
she's
look
extremely acrobatic, so I feel like
It'll
she'd find
look like
some
I'm floating,
sort of.
but because you can't actually see Yuki there.
You know what sound I hear right now playing in my head?
Uh-oh.
Do 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 do. I hear the Titanic theme. That's what I
Oh,
hear
we're gonna
coming out of the
take
flute.
notes.
The bad flute rendition. Right?
To be fair, like if Brea knew that, she would probably play that.
Yeah, so
I
I'd say
thought you
this
were
is an
gonna say-
assisted ability check, right? This is an assisted ability check, right? So you get to roll with advantage.
Performance,
Right?
right?
Not crazy, right? With performance to see does your rendition of your music and the fireworks and the ice skating, how does it go?
I'm a little rusty.
I mean, I'm a realistic dude. Like, they are very pleased. Like, they stand up, like all the sailors who aren't working and trying to clear ice, they're like applauding you, right? They throw a few coppers your way, right? And they tell you that was amazing. They've never seen a show like it. If you don't have inspiration, give yourselves inspiration right now for an inspired
Oh.
plan. So if you don't have inspiration, give yourselves inspiration. And let's say that we're gonna get. I mean, I'm not gonna be cheap. Let's say I give you the 5 gold each or something, right? I say coppers, but like you guys are in the big leagues now. You deserve some golds.
Cool.
Gotta buy that pirate ship so we can suddenly have a pirate campaign.
Wait,
and
what
it
did you
become
say about
something.
gold? We're all adding gold?
eat-
We
Yeah, you all
got
get 5 gold each.
Oh
I'm
wow.
actually
want to
putting
think
the
of
gold
Brea
on my
to
sheet
hold
this
it.
time.
Me too.
You're
No,
putting
this
it on
time
yours?
I put it on my
this,
sheet.
I put this 5 gold on my sheet. Every
This-
once
this
in a while,
one's
I'll
mine.
hold on to my own gold.
Because you never know
One of-
what the CPA is going to be funneling funds into the I Need a Second Earthquake Fund.
Uh,
Like
What's
some
this
type
place
of group
called?
embezzlement.
What's this place called that we're going to?
You're going to Frostfire
Frost.
Cove. Frostfire is all one word.
Okay, thank you.
So the second week after you have defused the anger of the crew, they're no longer angry with each other and frustrated from being pent up inside. And so we move on to the third week of the journey, and it's freaking cold. Like, nobody wants to be on deck if they don't have to. Like, even with the lamps on, it's still cold. You are still comfortable and not dying of exposure on the ship. But now the icebergs and the ice floes are thicker, right? The captain is still trying to make sure the ship stays clear, right? But it's an exhausting time because he's up there on the wheel doing boat captainy stuff. And now I'm gonna roll to see, do we have a survival problem? Let's go find out.
Uh-oh.
A
so
survival
who has the highest
problem?
survival?
I have +0.
No. I'm gonna make a roll and determine if something actually happens.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Do we have
proficient.
combat on the high seas? Are
Or
we fighting
something.
pirates or a kraken?
Fucking suddenly, the Tarrasque awakes.
The Trask appears out of the water.
We found the only.
Or-
There's rumored to only
or-
be one, so I can never bamboozle you with it more than once. So
Or a dragon turtle pops out of the water demanding tribute.
Dragon turtle.
all
That's
right,
the
I'm
thing.
gonna put your fate in your hands.
In
Would
my
you
hands?
each please roll? Let's choose something. What's gonna be a fair check? Survival.
All of us are rolling survival.
All of you roll survival for me, please.
Oh, well, time to die, I guess.
Yes. We're gonna find out if it's turtles all the way down.
I got just flat 10.
Army's
Oh.
not really paying attention to anything more than just writing in his journal. That's all he's been doing all this trip is writing and working
Me and
on
Kerr are
doll
golden.
stuff.
No, it's fine. So, late one night you awake to the sound of yelling and the ship pitching wildly suddenly to one side in the waves. And, you rush up on deck, bundled in your furs, right, trying to stay warm. And you can feel the ship shudder, and as you look over the port side, you see a large iceberg, and you are just the hull is scraping along the edge of it. And then the ship rights itself as you pass the iceberg, and the crew goes down and checks the damage to see if the ship is damaged at all. But it appears to still be sound, but there are gouges into the timbers from where it collided, kind of, just a flesh wound from the iceberg. And I will tell you, in all fairness, I decided that if 2 of you rolled above an 18, everything would be fine. But if 2 of you did not roll below an 8, or 2 of you did not roll above an 18, things were going to get frosty in the water potentially. So, huzzah!
Garmy will help. Will go to where the wood's been damaged, and he will spend a minute and cast the mending cantrip, and he'll just
Look at
keep
this guy.
doing it until it's completely fixed.
Look at this. I mean, I don't want to say it, but Garmy sounds honestly like a goddamn wizard. Nice.
Does the shape
Nice.
water spell work on ice?
I mean, ice is water.
I mean, yeah, I'd have to think about the effects of it. I haven't had
I mean,
that
the
question,
spell legit says you can freeze the water.
But then it says
So I would
the
assume that
water
means you can also
unfreezes-
unfreeze it.
I know, it makes sense, right? I just want to be sure. It says the water unfreezes in 1 hour. Something like that. What does that mean? I can't unfreeze
Well, that's
it
that
myself?
would be less how long it takes for it to melt.
Okay, well then Yuki just goes out there to try to move some of the ice and water out of the way just to get away from the glacier that we scraped. And
Yeah,
that's
and you
all he
could,
did.
for any melt water, you could use this to kind of freeze it so they could chuck it overboard, right? You could freeze a puddle of water,
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Easier to shovel a poop deck than to mop it, I guess.
Oh, the old poop deck. It's only a matter of time before that came out.
And you could have used your shape water to make an ice rink earlier for the ice show.
Ah.
Oh, that's true. We could have given you something to ice skate on. I wasn't thinking that far ahead.
And you've seen as the boat, now that it's dawn on the next day, you can see now that the skies are more clear that yes, you are surrounded by icebergs, but the captain is again diligently, I mean, he's agile, right? He's like a jungle predator as he evades these icebergs. But you can see in the distance now, you see the spine of the world, you see the tips of the mountains covered in frost and snow. And you gradually, over the next few days, watch it go closer and closer and closer. And as you approach it, Captain tells you, like, hey, we should be there probably by, late afternoon. We should arrive at Frostfire, and then I'll pay you to go on your way. And so the crew is readying the ship, right? And the captain says, we're going to dock for a while. Because, again, we do have some contracts with some fur traders and things that, and factors or merchants who are going to help, collect hides so that we can take them down south and sell them because, money. And as you approach, the captain tells you, you guys, and now, you've been like 2.5, 3 weeks here in the boat, getting stir crazy, getting all your gear on, right? Because, like, who wants to be on this boat any longer? You almost died to an iceberg. And you can see the chimney fires and, coming from the settlement, as you approach the cove. And you've noticed that now that the icebergs are less frequent, right? It's still a cold, bitter wind, right? But the icebergs are less frequent. It feels marginally warmer as you approach land. And you see the cook fires continue, like, from chimneys, from this town, billowing up into the sky. And again, the spine of the world mountains are just, like, in the distance. And, you're at the foothills, basically, as you approach. And they're big-ass mountains. I'm talking, like, these are big, chunky mountains that hide scary, scary things. And now you're about 10 miles away, right? So you've just come over the horizon, and you can more clearly see the smoke rising from chimneys as you approach. Now we're gonna skip miles at a time. So since we're 10 miles out, anything you guys want to do, say to each other, anything like that?
Put on time to put on your warm weather gear.
It's on.
I make sure I have on my warm weather gear, and you see my lizard is actually kind of in my hair and in my beard, wherever it thinks it's warmest, and it's all just poking its head out.
I think Freya's gonna try to keep still, and you're familiar. She just holds her jacket open.
You can steal it, and it disappears and reappears in my pocket.
Anything
Or-
that we
might be
notice
really.
about where we're at? Anything specific?
No. So now we're going to skip to 5 miles out. And now we're 5 miles out, and the captain prepares to enter the harbor. One of the crew scrambles up to the crow's nest to get a clear view because there still are like little baby icebergs, right? Like you see like when glaciers kind of break apart, right? Kind of pushing through the ice floes to get to the actual dock. And the crew member scrambles up the lines, crawls into the crow's nest, and he says, "Captain, I think something's wrong." Now we're 3 miles out.
What?
And you can tell
Okay.
that this is too much smoke
Smoke.
to just be from chimneys.
Perception check.
Go ahead, take one. You get assist if you want. I'll allow assistance on a perception check.
Who has the
I have-
higher?
this time.
I have +2.
I have +2 as well. Brea, what's your
Proficient?
perception?
I have +3.
Ooh.
So
Yeah,
you
I'm-
should probably do.
Well, sister, yeah.
Yeah, you roll it with advantage.
I roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're helping you.
Ooh.
That'll do it.
That'll do.
But does
Dirty
it though?
20.
But does
Well,
it though?
dirty
I'm just
20 is
kidding. I'm
pretty
just fucking
good.
around. Like yeah, so you notice like with your keen elf nose that is well rested from all of your meditation or whatever, like you can smell like the breeze, you can smell the smoke even though it's not really blowing your direction. But it just smells like burned wood and charred meat, right? And your eyes can tell that like there's buildings on fire ahead of you.
What kind of meat?
Like-
Like human?
Family friendly. Let's just say that if it was a roast chicken, you probably wouldn't smell it from here. Right?
It's the other white meat.
Long port.
But you can tell that it appears that the town is on fire, and the crew member yells that as well. He's like, "Captain, there's something happening. There's some type of fight happening at Frostfire."
A fight. Can we hear anything?
You're still like 3 miles away, not really.
Mm.
Like, are they gonna stop me if like I try to go up in the crow's nest? Like, I want to see.
I don't think so. But she just rolled perception, so you could do that, but I'm going to tell you see exactly the same thing,
Okay.
right?
Ready yourselves. We might have a fight when we get to shore, or even near to shore.
So about a mile out, the captain calls for the sails to be furled. And you can see, now that you've approached and you've come around the bend of the cove, while everything around is icy, the mountains, the hills in the distance, the town itself is green. Kind of lush, has trees, has a little bit of small forest around it. It's not frozen like a lot of the area here where... See all this behind me? It's not all frozen there in the city. The town itself in Frostfire looks generally kind of temperate. Kind of weird, right? But the captain furls the sails, and as you approach, he says, "I'm not going to approach any further until we find out what's going on." And he calls for his ship to drop anchor probably a quarter mile offshore.
Since we're closer, can we make out any more details?
I mean, you can see that it's a decent-sized town, right? Lots of little homes and things. Many of them are burning. You can see distant figures running, right? And you can see the flames rising from some of the buildings that are on fire here in the late afternoon. You can kind of detect the sounds of fighting, right? You can hear like the pings of battle, ding, ding. And you hear like rough yelling and screaming that's distorted as it's carried across the water. That's kind of just like based on your passive perception. So I'm not going to make your roll perception for that.
Can I sense any danger towards us? I have natural explorer in the forest area.
We're on the ocean, not in the
But you're
forest.
still on the ocean. You're not in the forest.
Okay, so we would have to be in the forest.
You'd have to be in that like type of terrain, right?
Okay.
And
But
it looks
but I
like
still
we're
have
going to land, right?
What was that?
I said it looks like we're going. Like we're just going.
We could wait for it to die
Understand.
down, or we could dive headlong into what's almost certainly danger.
Can we hear like people dying? Is that?
I mean, you
thing?
can hear distorted screams over the water. You're like a quarter mile away, right? So you can hear the sounds of probably battle, and you can see the fire, and you can smell the smoke, but you can't make out individual words at this distance.
So what are we looking at? Is it like a port entrance? Is it like a...
There's a
Like-
small dock at the ocean, and then there's a pathway that leads up into the town.
And the town is kind of the only place that is green?
Correct. Everything else around it is. I'll give you a little hint, okay? We'll use the name of this place. There is some type of geothermal activity underneath this town that keeps the ground warm. So that's why there's a village here on the coast where everything else is icy crap. So there's this green area that's kind of heated by underground heat. Right.
while
That's
there's a
why.
Dock is that really the only place to get on land? Is that dock? Is the rest of the water like not beach?
Correct.
would
There's
give
not
you
really
no
beach.
place?
It's just more cliffside. And there's a dock that comes out and a path that goes up. And on the fringes of that, you can tell that it's colder, right? Because there's like a little bit of ice and things like right there on the coast. But like where the town itself sits, you can see that it's kind of warm and probably the only like nice looking kind of area here.
So unless we can fly, the only route on is through that dock.
I knew we should have brought the dragon.
Well, can your dragon fly over there and see what might be going on? Maybe get a view from above? Actually, how far out
Can
are we? Are we within 100 feet?
Quarter
of the-
mile.
Still
quarter
too
mile
far,
down.
I think.
I say we get a little closer, maybe about 50 feet away from the dock on a little rowboat. I'll put my lizard on your dragon friend, and he can fly away, and
Why
I can
are we
look
getting
through
on a
his...
rowboat?
Well, to get
We're
closer.
going closer.
We're gonna
We
have
have
to.
to get on a
The boat's
rowboat?
not going.
Lizard to see.
I mean, unless you want to swim,
I mean, all of the people that are on the ship right now have to get off too.
they don't want to get closer until we figure out what the trouble is.
The captain tells you, he says, look, I'm not going to dock, and I'm not going to pull the ship any closer. You can use one of the rowboats to take yourselves to shore.
Oh, we
I
gotta
will
wait.
give you a bonus, each of you, if you can go if you find out what's going on in that town, because I can't dock, and I need to restock because we
Do you
just
have
spent
some
3 weeks.
binoculars?
And frankly, Yuki's like overprotective, and so if she sees something like that, she's like immediately already like, we have to get the hell down there. You know what I mean? She's already at the rowboat, just like ready to go. You guys come and knock.
We got a raid.
Brea's gonna try to like reason with Kurt and be like, we can either stay on the boat and wait for it to die down, and every scream, as all the screams get lower and lower, we can just try to guess whether they're dying
It's gonna feel
or
terrible.
whether they're just tired and got.
Maybe they're having a party,
I'm sure.
and
they
I don't
will
want to
be
miss a
asleep.
party.
Maybe this is one of those moments where you leave home and you just burn it behind you so you can't come back. It's not that, okay? It's not that.
Really quick, we got a raid. So I'm gonna say hi.
Oh,
Yeah, do that. I'm gonna feed my dogs.
Okay. Hi
I'll be
guys.
right back.
Welcome in. How's it going? Hello, happy Friday. Thank you so much for the raid, Matt. I appreciate it. How was your stream? How's your stream? How was D&D for you? What are you up to? Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. What's up? How's it going? Hi. We're also doing D&D here. If you probably know that. If you are interested, we have a quest quest manual? What's it called? Quest sheet? Document?
Needed
I forgot the word.
storyline.
Journey? We have a quest thing.
Synopsis?
Oh, yeah, it's like a synopsis of all of our sessions. A words thing. Yeah, there's words. A quest
Park
guide.
notes.
Yeah, that thing. So if you're curious about where we're coming from, since we are on the 9th session of this campaign, you can look at that. And Form has put together that. It's a fantastic little overview of all of our different sessions. And once Dr. Overdose and Husher come back, we'll say hello, all of us, and kind of introduce ourselves. But myself, I'm Potaytosaurus. This is my channel. So thank you so much for coming in and welcome, everybody. We do D&D every Friday at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time. And like I said before, this is our 9th session. 3 of the people in our campaign are experiencing their very first session. Or campaign, sorry. Me as well. I am one of them. And it's been a blast. But Matt, I hope that your stream was fantastic. Yeah, lots of new people in this campaign. It makes me happy, and I feel like we're like every session is just a little bit. It just, at least for me, it really opens up my eyes as to what is possible in D&D, because they're like, I just keep getting introduced to things like, you know, different spells and different, you know, enemies or animals or adventures, and it just seems so awesome and exciting. But I hope that your stream was good, and welcome in everybody. Thanks so much for coming in and supporting Matt with the raid and supporting me, even if it's just for a minute, hanging out in the channel. Yeah. What do you guys think about, I mean, you are the other two people who are, this is your first time in a campaign. How are you liking it? How has it met your expectations or been different than what you expected?
I've had a blast doing it.
It's honestly been a lot better than what I expected. When you first hear about Dungeons and Dragons, I feel like the first image you get in your head is like 4 people in a basement in the dark somewhere, like screaming at each other and stuff like that. But then, you know, you get this experience, you're like, oh, hold on. This is like a little bit of something for everybody if it's played correctly. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I feel like it's definitely something anybody can enjoy.
I love being an adult and being reminded that I have imagination still.
Mm-hmm.
That's such a cool thing to me. But we'll do a little hi. I'm Potaytosaurus, and I'm playing Caroused. I'm a wood elf ranger.
I am Sad Silent. Oh, sorry. And I am playing Yuki Sato, a human rogue.
Was it my turn? I don't know where I'm at. All right, so yes, my name is Husher. I am the Chief Goblin Lord, aka Dungeon Master, and I am single and ready to mingle.
Not doing this again. I'm Brea, Mother Trucker, the half-elf barbarian.
I'm Carmi, the Forest Gnome Wizard. He's divorced, not really mingling, and has a son somewhere who probably hates him.
Well, that's depressing.
Well, they don't have the best relationship. He loves him to death, but he really was an absent father, always absorbed with his work. That's why his wife left him, really. Just being a lonely librarian. Anyway, that's enough about
apparently +10 to the DM Freezing Foundry, so good on ya. It's been awesome using this. I love it. And
it's a really cool tool.
Matt, thank you again so much for the raid. I don't, on Fridays, it's a little bit different than my normal stream. I don't like talk or read chat at all. I will like type and respond to you guys, but I try to put my energy and my I forget things all the time. So if like I want to make sure I'm focusing on the campaign, and if I don't read out your messages or I don't respond, that's why. But you'll see like a message going through chat from my bot that basically just says that I'm focusing on the campaign, and if I miss your message, I'm sorry. But thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate you coming and checking out the channel, coming back, all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, I think we're ready to get back into it. No?
You ready? Yeah, no, I'm ready.
Okay.
Oh, so ready.
We're getting in a boat.
Get in the boat.
All right, so you're gonna take the boat. All right. So give me 1 second here. I need to find this.
I don't want us to get all the way on shore. I want us like
50 feet.
25 to 50 feet away from the shore. I want to have my little lizard friend, if possible, take a ride on the dragon friend if Care will allow that, and I'll look through the lizard's eyes as the dragon flies up and around. If I can do that.
I mean, I can do that with my dragon.
We can both do it now. We can both see.
I'm like, So I guess so you're gonna take your little lizard. You're gonna take your little lizard.
Tiny.
Last time I tried to do that with my dragon, he almost got like.
Well, this is why we go up, not over. Try to look from above.
But he almost initiated combat, and.
Oh my god. Oh wow.
Oh, Mama Mary!
We just did this.
Holy crap and crap! Holy heck, a new year!
Oh,
Hi.
Happy New Year.
What's up, you guys?
Happy New
Molly.
Yizzle.
Hi, guys. Oh, Valheim. You've been freaking loving Valheim lately. What's up, you guys? Thank you for coming in. Molly, how was your stream? What's up, you guys? Hi. Welcome in, Raiders. I know you love Valheim. I have been seeing you gushing over it all the time. I'm so happy you love it. Welcome in, though. Thank you for the raid, Molly. I appreciate it. If you guys don't know Molly, go follow Molly. Molly's fantastic.
Molly's awesome.
Let me just beat somebody else to it really quickly.
The session is silent.
There you go.
Thank you.
Somebody was
Aw.
gonna do it.
The session.
I know. I was on my way to do it. I was gonna break my 7 and 2 rule divisibility
Ooh.
for that one, but you got me. You got there first.
If any of you are curious, we are on our 9th session of the campaign. You can check the quest guide. Is that what we call it?
Yeah.
Quest synopsis by
Yes.
doing !quest in the
Yes,
chat.
you can check the quest thingamabob, and that will tell you our journey thus far. I also have a YouTube channel that not that one. It's not Millennia. Millennia's not my last one. Just ignore that. It has all of the past sessions on it. But we just started a new thing. We're going to a new place, and it looks really scary, and things are on fire, and it's kind of weird, and we're trying to figure out what to do. But thank you guys so much for coming in. We'll do a little like, hi, hello, this is who I am. But for anybody that doesn't know me, my name is Potaytosaurus. This is my channel. And the community here is called the Spud Club. I am a full-time streamer. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. I stream variety at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then Friday is one of my favorite days. We do D&D at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, so more of like a later stream. Thank you so much for coming in. And I am, in this campaign, I am Caroused. I am a Wood Elf Ranger. And we'll go to Silent next.
I'm Sad Silent. I'm playing Yuki Sato, a human rogue.
I am Husher, the dungeon master, and I remembered that it was my turn to go this time.
Mother Trucker. I'm Freya, the half-elf barbarian.
Army, Forest Gnome Wizard.
What
Beautiful.
an eclectic group of adventurers.
That is beautiful. And if, just an FYI, if any of you have ever been like, oh man, D&D, I know nothing about that. That game is something I don't know anything about, but maybe I'm kind of curious about it. This is the perfect place for you. Don't want to like scare you off. 3 of the people in this campaign, myself included, this is our very first campaign, and it's made it so much fun to be open about questions we have, like, oh, what is perception? I know that now, but any other questions that I have, Husher's been an amazing chief goblin lord and kind of like helping us through some things. So if there's any questions that you guys have, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm sure that somebody will answer you, because we have lots of D&D lovers in here. But if you've ever been interested in like starting maybe your own campaign and you wonder what it's been like, or feel scared to ask the stupid questions, there's no stupid questions. It's a good place for you, because you'll kind of, you'll learn that as long as you have a good DM, GM, and you have awesome people in your campaign that are playing with you, you're not going to go wrong. But yeah, I don't typically talk with chat or like read messages or anything on Fridays when I'm playing D&D, so keep that in mind. If I don't read your message or say hi or thank you or anything like that, just keep that in mind. You'll see a message going through chat. But Molly, thank you again so much for your raid. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to get up and stretch, move around, get some water in
You do the violent fungi. You do the violent fungi.
Or that we're doing.
Loosens the shoulder blades.
If I cough, I apologize. I'm getting over a little bit of a sickness here. Yes, do the water thing and drink.
And I do take much glee of tormenting my
Thank you
players.
again, Molly.
So there
Thank
is
you,
that.
thank you. Yeah, Gorilla Jumpsuit, thanks for the follow. We're going to get back into the campaign. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, chilling, doing your Friday things with me, with Molly, with Matt, everybody who's in here. Thank you guys so much. We're going to get back into it. Okay, so just like, if we can do a little recap of where we are, where we're going, and like what the situation is.
Well, my recap is, previously you killed this guy, Spark Render, gone too soon.
Okay, that
Alright.
picture makes Sparkrender look really nice and inviting.
And
It's not
I mean,
that-
he's a friendly wormling. He was friendly.
He
if you had been
he
friendly.
almost killed Garmy.
He electrified me in the first round and almost killed me.
I think he hit both of us in the first round.
Well, that round,
Yeah.
if it had been like 3 more hit points damage, I would have been dead. Like dead.
But now we're on a boat, and we've
On a
been
boat.
assigned to.
You've been guards on a boat. You recently solved a problem with some dragon angst on a magical dragon island, and now you've taken a multi-week journey into the far north towards the spine of the world, these giant mountains, which behind and inside of them is a, I don't know, beautiful forested tundra-like area called Icewind Dale, which is kind of off to the northeast of you. But after a few weeks of journey where you did an amazing performance on the ship with magic and ice skating and music, you've now arrived as you approach the town of Frostfire Cove. And you notice that something was off. Something was weird. The captain's crew called out that something strange was happening in the town. And as you approached, you saw that wasn't cook fires and chimney smoke that you saw. Portions of the town are on fire. And the captain is docked about a quarter of a mile right
What time
off.
of day is it?
About late
Well, I think we
mid-afternoon.
established
Say, I mean, now it's like probably 2 o'clock-ish or so, and it gets dark pretty fast here, right? Because we're pretty far north.
But it's light right now.
Yes, there is still light. I would say it's approaching twilight at this point in time. And let me see, I think I have somewhere. Hold on a second. Where is it at? I have a picture I shared previously.
Karast, we either scout with your dragon friend or with my lizard, which I'd have to get it on land somehow. Or we just drive in without any warning, without knowing what's there.
I don't want to go in blindly, so I think for this, I'll say, let's do it.
I will put my little lizard friend on her dragon's back. It's adorable. It's like a lizard on a lizard.
All right, Artie. Show us what you
I'm
got.
really trying to figure out how this works mechanically in my head right now. I'm like, how does this work? And you know what? Fuck it, it works. All right, it works. I'm just imagining little Artie. He's got his little dexterous little fingers, and he's got his little gecko buddy. He's got him wrapped up, right? And he's like, "Hold on, little buddy," and he just holds on tight because you guys are both talking to each other. So little gecko, he's all like, "Holy shit, I'm about to be a snack," but Artie's like, "I'm not gonna eat you. I'm vegan today." Just like wraps him up, holds him in his little front paws, and just hang on. We'll do it.
So
And they fly.
my eyes go white, and I am seeing through the lizard. I can't hear or see anything as Garmy. I can only hear and see as the lizard.
So let me think for a second here. So did you take a rowboat, or are you trying to fly a quarter of a mile?
No,
No,
I
we're
think we
rowboat.
got closer.
All right,
We
take a
got
rowboat. So
closer.
now, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like you can hear now the screams of people, animalistic screams, right? You know, and you can smell the smoke, and it's almost like cloying, right? It's just like it's so thick in your nose. The smelling of burning houses and things like that. Now we're gonna theater of the mind this, because I'm not gonna show you this quite yet. So from where the dock adjoins is probably about 50 feet, and the ground sort of rapidly rises up. Okay, and what you're getting, because I know there is a limit, Carouse, to how far your link works.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like, what did we agree on? It was
I don't
50 feet,
remember.
half the distance, something like
We
that.
changed it
6
though.
Yeah, it's like 50 feet. Like you can.
Mine's
So,
100.
Yeah, yours is 100.
Mine
so
was
little
100,
gecko.
but we changed it. It says
It's a little-
50 feet.
So once he reaches short, you kind of lose track of being able to telepathically communicate until he comes back within range. However, he is your animal companion, so already likes you. Which, by the way, for anybody who doesn't know, who just recently joined the channel, Caroused is a Beastmaster Ranger and has a pseudo dragon as her companion. That is a pretty cool guy. His name is Artarax, but he goes by Artie, right? It's a cool guy. He also does slam poetry on Tuesdays, so just in case you want to listen to some dragon slam poetry. All right, but you said you can connect for 100 feet, right? So as it goes out of range, Garmy, what you can see is yes, there is this town does appear to be under some type of active assault, right? Several homes on the like the eastern side seem to have been like lit on fire, and you can see some figures running through the streets. Twilight again is approaching, but like boom, you're outside of range. So how long? I'll let you choose. Do you anticipate me not having something target your familiars?
I mean, as soon as it's outside of range,
we
I
went
would say
up, though.
come back. Yeah.
Yeah. So what they tell you, and when they return, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna mess with your pets. So as they return within range, you suddenly feel that connection in your head back with at 100 feet. Garmy sees it, right? Feels that connection back with his familiar, and is at 50 feet as you see Artarax kind of coming down, right? They relay images of the city on fire, cloaked figures running through the twilight, right, as it becomes darker. The buildings and homes on fire, you can see pictures of images and thoughts of terror, right? Obviously, this is not a natural thing that Artarax wants to see. Because you could pass on emotions on your link too, if I recall, right, with your telepathic link.
Yeah.
So he's a little scared, he's a little freaked out, right? There's a lot of dead bodies, right? But the most activity right now seems to be towards the center of town, where and all they could really see was just like piles of bodies.
Are the dead bodies cloaked as well?
Well, it's kind of temperate, but they're wearing furs, right?
Okay.
Like they're wearing like fur clothing over whatever armor they might be wearing.
Okay.
These figures that are moving between buildings, do they look quick and nimble or slow and zombie-like?
You would see a mixture. You would see a mixture of people who are probably just like townsfolk running right away, and then you would probably see some images, and you would have images of them being chased by these cloaked figures wearing their furs, right? But you don't see like some massive army fighting. You just see a bunch of people running between buildings, some wearing heavy furs.
They're all humans?
Other people, from what you could tell, yes, for the most part.
It's not like undead. This is a raid by some.
Correct. You're not seeing
or...
liches or something running through town, just like blasting everything. No Tarrasques stomping through.
I'm gonna relay all this information to Brea and Yuki. I'm gonna tell Artie that he did a really good job.
I gotta practice my dragon sounds. He rubs his head against your cheek, right?
Oh, little man.
His lizard just fucking flicks his tongue at him. He's like, eh.
Licks his eyeball again.
I know, right? Like licks his eye.
It seems like the enemy is still there. Do we want to row back to the boat and tell them, or just take this on ourselves?
And you do see in these images towards the center of town, where it seems like the fighting is heaviest, a couple of figures, not enough detail, wearing some type of heavy armor over their furs, right? With their furs, but their armor is displayed. One of them shining brightly, and all of the attackers now you see rushing these two figures that are standing in a circle of bodies around them.
There are defenders in the town, and they need assistance. I say we go in, we help.
Yeah, I feel like the people on the boat can't do anything anyways if they do know. So we need to go help.
They're just sailors, man. They ain't paid to go fight ground battles. These ain't Marines.
Yeah.
Brandon already started paddling.
This is just human mortal enemies. It's not like we're fighting dragons or those fume lizards again.
Oh, the fume drakes, man. I want to bring those back later.
I think mortals, let's get some magic on. It's not a dragon, at least.
Yeah, Brea's already like rowing all the way in. They were just going.
All right, sorry, I'm just looking for something. Keep talking. Go ahead. So you're rowing in now. You're going in towards the dock. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Kurt's got a question.
keep trying to I'm trying to up the music because I can only barely hear it. So if it blasts
What's
your
your
ears out.
question, Brea?
I don't hear anything.
No, it said Kerr looks like she has one.
Oh,
Oh, I can hear it really well.
Oh,
Now it's
now I can.
gone.
Probably Silent has the tab muted. Damn it, Silent.
Oh no, now I can hear it.
Okay. Yeah, let me find my browser windows because I got like 75 of them open. So give me a second.
So the
here.
two
All right.
people with the heavy armor, are they on the same side as the people with the cloaks that are kind of going after people? Or they're defending the people in the town?
I think they're defenders.
From
I would say that it would be from your telepathic link. You would see them fighting these people who are rushing towards them with a circle of dead bodies around them, as if they're probably making a last stand. Like, you know, remember the Alamo kind of deal? These two people are back to back, swords and shields, and they're surrounded by the enemy of people who are all wearing these like heavy fur clothes.
Okay, so there's
that
a
are
lot
rushing
of
to the building.
enemies, is what you're saying.
Well,
And
there's a
the
lot
people,
of dead enemies.
the people that are on the ground, I was picturing them as the people who live in the town.
Well, some of them are that are running around.
Okay.
People,
But the
fl-
people
people
in the
fleeing.
But the people in the big heavy armor are quote unquote good guys, and from what we can tell.
I would say you wouldn't necessarily know who's good or bad, but you would know that there are two opposing forces, and the people
Okay.
who are standing in the center are one of the two sides of that fight, and then all the people wearing like their heavy fur, you know, armor with heavy cloaks and what's the word, hoods, right, are rushing towards them.
Yeah, they look like they're raiders.
See, that's weird
or
to me because I
attacking the
feel
place.
like if you lived here, you would have heavy cloaks and furs, not heavy armor.
I think these are adventurers who happen to be here as well. I guess in the description, one is a paladin, and I didn't get the description of the other one. That's my guess.
Can't tell you what either of them are, but both of them appear to be wearing heavy armor and have shields.
Oh.
One was wielding a spear.
I
And
thought
the
you
other
said one was emitting a light, which is why I was
One
going
seemed
paladin.
to have like I gave you the generic paladin view, right?
Yeah.
He's standing there, brightly shining armor,
Yeah.
right?
Can
Despite the
shields
combat.
can shields block spells?
Depends on the shield.
Well, yeah,
They're
that's
always
true. Okay,
done-
your basic ass shield.
It depends.
I mean, it's an AC buff, right? So I mean, like if you can wield a shield, right? If you wield a shield, it's +2 to your armor class.
There are spells that you make attack, and that's against their AC. So it depends on the spell.
Like, see, if Brea wore a shield, Brea's AC would go up. However, and she could still but she couldn't wield Girthquake one-handed.
Hmm.
Isn't there
Right.
another penalty on a barb wearing a shield? I feel like there is.
It's
like you,
unarmored defense. I think shields don't
unarmored
break unarmored
defense.
defense, though. I don't think shields break unarmored defense based as rules is written. But you have to be proficient. I think almost every class is proficient with shields these days. So
I don't think I'm as a wizard. I don't think I'm proficient in anything.
I don't think you're proficient. I think
weapons.
martial classes are generally
Yeah.
able to wield shields and get the +2. Anybody can wield a shield, but like you're not going to get a +2 if you don't know how to use a shield. But you can't use them offensively unless you take a feat that lets you actually use shields in an offensive manner.
Oh.
Oh, the shield bash one, right?
Yeah, there's like a shield bash feeder. I think that's what it's called.
There's actually a couple, I think.
I don't know if
Shield
it's all
Bash
that
is one.
useful though, unless you just really want a character that does it. But I mean, play
Unless
who
you're
you want,
really
right?
trying to make a real sword and board character.
Because I think, I'd have to go look at the feat, but it's like, but you can make an attack, right? It'd be cool if it was like, as a bonus action, you can make an attack with your shield. Or
There
shove.
are a few magical shields that have attacks built into them too. Like I think there is one that has like a spear, a pike at the end of it that you can ram.
Correct. So they're, and so they're standing there kind of back to back, and it appears from your perspective there are two parts of this fight, and there are two people in the middle fighting off a whole bunch of people. And I mean, I'll put 2 and 2 together here. The people who appear to be townsfolk. I mean, you could tell from the telepathic link, right? These are people wearing like their clothes that they were hanging out in their house in, and they're being chased by people wearing like, heavy white fur cloaks with hoods and, with weapons in their hands, right? Chasing what appear to be defenseless, unarmed people who might have a pitchfork or a dagger, right?
Kitchen knife.
Kitchen knife, yeah, whatever they have, like a little dagger, like they're throwing like, stones at people as they're running for their lives.
Brea just
Pressure's
hears
on.
like the screaming, and you can tell that it's like screams of fear, and she's just like headed that way. So unless y'all stop her, she's gone.
No, I'm right there behind you. And
Yeah,
my little
he's
gnome
rushing
wags
too.
as fast as I can keep up.
Are we on the land
docked?
yet?
Yeah, so I'm gonna
we
assume
should-
that you're on land, and
Oh,
let me check something here real quick. Give me
I
one.
stopped long enough for Garmy to climb up.
Give me one. Oh,
Thank you. I'm too old to run. And too short.
hang on a second. I gotta fix something on my side because I broke something.
Oh no.
No, I mean, that's just like.
I would
Oh,
assume
okay.
that we're like really cold right now because we're not necessarily in the town yet.
Well, I put on my cloak, so it shouldn't be all too bad.
Yeah, I assume
No,
we're wearing our
plus-
warm
plus-
clothes.
Yeah,
It's
plus,
not
I mean,
super cold, right?
yeah, I would assume you have
Oh.
your. Hang on, I gotta find a picture because I lost my picture. Here we go.
Because didn't you say it's like heated from underneath? That's why it's so green in that one.
Yeah, it's
spot?
green. I mean, you can see
I
like
didn't know
if,
we were in the town yet.
in the distance of your view, you would have seen like there's a couple of farms around, right, where it's lush enough here because of the warmth.
Yeah.
The soil stays warm. The sunlight might shorten the growing season, but they're kind of self-sufficient. That makes sense. I just have to check this, so give me 1 second here. I don't want to show you too much. All right, there we go. All right. Nope. Son of a.
Yes.
Give me a second. Nope. Because once you start dragging a token, you're like, oh, I'm committed now. So give me 1 second.
We can all just close our eyes.
No, it's fine. Because you should see right now nothing.
Correct.
Right? Good. Yeah, that's the way it's gonna stay right now. All right.
Form's calling you out for spoilers. Usher.
How did I spoil? What did I spoil? You couldn't see anything? Add me to your list, Form. See if I care. That list is like Husher times 72. Okay. I mean, I know I'm on there. I know. All right. So make sure I dump you in the right place. All right. So let's go ahead and add. So Garmy, you should be able to see stuff.
Yes.
See? All right.
And it's snowing.
It is snowing. You like how I have snow on there? Yeah,
Yeah.
we fancy here.
Or is that the ash from all the fire falling from the sky?
Could be a combination of both. Now this
Ooh.
this is in no particular order. All right, so just move one token for now since we're not sprinting around like crazy people.
Whoa.
You are currently at the you've come up off the docks right on that little path that leads up to the homes, and some of the homes around you are burning, and there's obviously bodies and things. So we're gonna take our time as we advance through the town here. And so, you're roughly probably about 150 feet from the dock now where you left your rowboat. So these distances may vary just because I haven't scaled this. This is not 25 feet. This is like probably more like 500, 600 feet away. Like, it's pretty far, right? Yeah. So you are, I mean, at most, this is going to be, let me just do this. Hang on a second.
So how far are we saying is one block?
Well, this right here is about 350 feet, 400 feet, but it's kind of off, so the scale. So I would say right here, you're probably about 1/8 of a mile. So you could probably, like, if we were to go into combat right now, right, you would be able, each turn you'd probably be able to move this. Oh, hang on. You could move that far, or dash that
okay.
far, right?
What about me? I can move farther.
You could probably move like 1 square further because you're 35 feet,
Okay.
right, for your movement
Yeah.
speed. And then Silent, you got some fancy boots, because I don't know about you, but I mean, I noticed who's got all the magical equipment in this party. He's got the elven boots of elven kind. He's got the monocle, the +1 sword. Like, I know what's up.
I got
Playing the
some
long
doohickeys.
game. I like it. All right, so what do you want to do? Ping on the map where you want to go, and we'll see what happens.
Where were the
That
people?
circle where the two guys were.
If you were
were
to,
the
because I'm displaying
Here.
the whole map, this is about, yes, this is where the most of the fighting seems to be happening now, where there's like literally this place is piled with bodies.
Yeah, that's where we
Well,
go.
I don't mean a literal pile, but there's bodies everywhere, and they seem to emanate from the two people in the middle.
Doubt we have to worry about traps. So, Brea, do you want to lead forward and let's make our way there slowly and help anybody who needs help?
Absolutely. Are there? Can we see any people? Did you answer that already?
You
Like, are
see
there-
nobody living within your purview that
Okay.
is not blocked by any of these houses, right? So if we just do like a simple like line of sight check, I mean, there's
All right.
probably a handful of corpses. You know, some of the people wearing heavy cloaks and white fur cloaks. You know, in this area, but you can't really see anything back here. You can't really see anything. Yeah. So. But yeah, so there's some bodies. There's obviously litter. There's smoke in the air, right? You see ash is dusting. This is snow. Okay, I made snow for you. Okay, be grateful. Snow mixed with ash and fire, and this, you know, the din of battle and yelling and poor civilians being chased by people through the streets. So
How
if
does
you
it-
want to assume that Brea's leading in the front, we'll use Brea's token for now. If you want.
Yeah, and I'm just like Brea's just following the path of least resistance. She's still looking out, but you know she's
All right.
kind of quick.
We'll assume you're all together, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, stop. All right.
Oh, jeez.
I wonder what time it is. What time
Roll
do you
for
think it
initiative?
is? That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
I knew it.
All right.
Can you remind me that if this is correct, that inspiration gives me the ability to roll at advantage on one of my rolls?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, basically any type of attack roll, any type of ability check, or I think for saving throws too, right? For anything like you run like an ability.
Anything that's a D20. It's very flexible. Anything that's a D20 can be rolled with advantage for an
Yeah.
inspiration.
Right, so give me a second, because we're gonna war game this out. However, I'm also not gonna like zoom in and shrink your tokens down and do all that, because that's just crazy. So we're gonna do this in our heads. We're not gonna care about scale. Okay, we're not gonna care about scale right now. We just gonna duke it out. All right. So give me 1 second, and we will.
I'm nervous. What kind of traps would there be?
It wouldn't be.
That's
This
like
is a-
messed up,
this is a
right? Like
raid.
people got punji stakes in their yards. You know, they're building pit traps in front of their house so somebody doesn't steal their goat.
Oh, was
Like-
that sarcasm?
Yeah, I said I don't think there's
Oh.
going to be
Oh.
traps, which is why Brea should lead. If I thought there's going to be traps, I'd suggest
okay.
Yuki
Gotcha.
would lead.
Okay.
Or Juliana, whichever one's in our party today.
Really
Whichever,
like split
whichever one.
personality.
Oh
Is,
yeah, we were gonna
um,
write that in. I forgot.
Is Yuki's sword doing anything funny?
The +1 short sword, or
Your
the wakizashi.
Do you sense anything?
Should I roll? You guys are the magical ones.
I just was curious because
And you're the one who had the sense of the other blade, didn't you? Didn't you get that now suddenly? I thought
I don't recall that, but
you knew
maybe.
you knew it was you felt it to the north. I thought. I don't remember. Husher, could you remind us?
I don't
Yeah,
recall.
so you feel a slightly stronger sensation that just kind of makes your brain tickle that you should probably go northeast. However, I will tell you as your dungeon master, I would not worry about that at this exact moment. That is not here.
Okay.
It's distant.
dang.
Right. Like, I don't know, like New York City is here and Newark, New Jersey is down there. You know what I mean? Like they're nearish, but they're still
Yeah.
distance. It's even further than that. It's more like
You need to like change
you're
subways
in
twice.
Manhattan and this is like, I don't know, south of Washington D.C. Like it's
Oh well, then that's more than.
it's
twice.
not near you right now. You don't need to worry about that. It's not here, right? I'm just setting up this because you know it's so difficult to put Tarrasques into the game.
Oh my gosh.
This town is screwed if there's
Just
a Tarrasque.
like, go back to the boat. We're gonna need a
Yeah,
bigger
we're
boat.
done. Let's just go back.
Brea just says
Back
screw
to
it
the,
and
back to the
U-turns.
Cobalt settlement. I declare peace. This is Forum's fault. He spawned 30 lions.
Freaking Tiamat causing us problems. All right, so what we'll do here is because let me see if I have. I don't really have a good map. I wasn't planning on doing this with a map, but I'm trying to make it visualized. So we're gonna switch back to this guy, right?
Oh.
This is our JRPG. You line up and attack each other. Okay, table, because like you're in a city. Imagine that you're in this burning town, and there's like these streets, right? And there's debris.
I'd like to
There's
use
tossed
L2
over wagons.
or R1 to move to the back row of the party.
Yeah, so we're gonna put your tokens here. We'll do this from this screen because like I have a battle map, but I'm like, it's not what I would envision. Let's put it this way: I am artistic, but not always that artistic, and I'm like, I would rather not use the map I designed for this combat. It's just
I've made maps I'm not proud of.
yeah, it's not good enough. Like
I spent all day on a map once for a session, and then 5 minutes before the session, I'm like, I've spent all day on this and I still hate it.
and then
Also, you figure
mofos
the
are
mind.
like, yeah. All right, so we're
Sounds like making emotes.
boom, boom. Arrange yourself in whatever order for this fight, because we are going to fight some stuff.
I'll be up front.
I'm just putting things out. Don't you
I'm
worry about me.
behind Brea.
Yeah,
That's
so
all I
like
know.
Brea knowing the drill, she's already like set Garmy down, but not in a bush or anything like convenient like that. She's like set him down like beside a body. So he has to use that for cover.
Be a corpse. We'll never know.
Oh, wait. Do we need to turn? I thought we were
Yeah,
going
we will in a second. Hang on, I'm
north.
putting something else in here. Hold on a second.
Oh my god.
Surprise, Tarrasque! No, I'm just joking. Like,
Yeah.
Dude.
most of
Dude.
you would probably survive one round, maybe. All right, so we're gonna do this.
I would not last one round. His
No,
roar
I
would
even-
kill
you-
me.
I
I'm
even
just
knew it was
fooling.
you probably messing with us, and my heart was still in my stomach when I saw it.
It's like this is
That
some
thing
shit.
was
We can't do
huge.
it.
Yeah, and by the way, that's only the like part of the thumbnail because I have to make it bigger so you can see the whole thing. Come here. Ugh. All right, she wants to participate in combat. She's the real dungeon master here. All right. Do some little bit of rearranging here. That's about good. So you're all, as you approach, nobody's surprised by this combat. So let's go ahead and add ourselves to the combat tracker. Boom. 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 All right. Oh yeah, let's roll, baby.
Hell, what is with my initiative rolls?
Army.
Oh no.
My combat over
I
here.
didn't want to go first.
I mean,
The pressure's on.
So
Pressure's on.
who are these people? Are they like the cloaked?
They're coming to attack us, I think.
Oh.
oh my gosh.
But I'm gonna be a nice guy because this is kind of a pain, and I am going to give them all the same initiative. So give me 1 second.
Red brand ruffian.
Correct. I just grabbed something like what I wanted, so these are actually, if you want to know what they are, like, because they all kind of dress the same and shit. They're cultists of some kind. Okay, they're cultists of some kind.
Okay.
But since I didn't just feel like making a specific cultist, I'm just using these generic bastards. I'm just giving them the same initiative so that way they just go on the same turn. It's good and bad. I'll let you guys choose in the future of how you want to do it. And I know Garmy probably has done it this way too. If you just give them all basically the same, they take their moves at the same time, it lets you do better planning. Well, sometimes it lets you do better planning because they all go at the same time, so you don't got to worry about what each individual dude is doing on what's going to happen on their next turn. But we'll just play it this way for now. I think it's going to be fine. All right, so
It really depends on the fight.
it does depend on the fight.
I like to keep people like monsters of the same type at the same initiative order generally.
And I got to split these guys up a little bit because there are two groups of these jokers, right? Because if you remember on the map, the street kind of took a Y, right? On the other map.
Uh-huh.
You want me to like show you that again, right?
Oh.
So the street kind of did a Y right here, right? Little junction.
Can you point to that
So-
again?
Like if I move Bray out of the way.
We
Yeah,
want to go
okay,
to
I
the
see.
north.
Here.
Uh-huh.
We want to
okay.
go to the north junction.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me go back. Boom. And we're back. All right. So these guys are kind of north of you, right? And these guys are off. These guys are off to the east, and they're probably about 40 feet away, right? When they spot you and they immediately turn, they've got their weapon sheath. You can see that their snow white and bluish fur is, obviously dirty, suit, blood, etc. And so Caroused, it is your turn. So they're about each group's about 40 feet away from you right now in this combat encounter on this beautiful 20-sided dice. It is Caroused's turn.
I'm gonna start this off by using one bonus action to use Hunter's Mark to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay, which one?
Here?
This guy?
Yes. Oh, they are actually really close. Or is that...
Well, no, the scale's not to matter. They're all about 40 feet away, so don't worry
okay,
about that.
okay. So we're gonna do Hunter's Mark, and I'm going to...
You see the little diamonds around him? You see the little triangles? On that guy you marked? Do you see any type of like effect on his little icon, little triangles that are do?
No.
Okay, that's fine. I marked it so I know which one's Hunter marked right now. Okay.
Oh, okay. And I'm gonna take out my Silent Shadow, and we're gonna do, bear with me, some sharpshooter action here.
Sharpshootery, is that what we call it in the South? Some sharpshootery?
Yes, and
All right.
I'm going to choose to take a -5 penalty to my attack roll.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Nice. Wait, minus.
We gotta subtract the 5, right? We're
Yeah.
subtracting the 5, but so it's
Was I
still a
supposed
20.
was I supposed to like use
It'll.
sharpshooter?
We just have to do it manually.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta do it
Use it.
manually because the character
That's what I
sheet isn't doing
thought.
it.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, so it's your 25 minus 5, so it's a 20. Not a natural 20,
No.
Cody 20.
but still a 20.
Silicon 20.
So am I rolling for damage?
You are rolling for damage now.
I'm rolling for damage. That will have a +10 to my attack damage.
That's correct.
God.
And I'm also going to
Get Hunter's Mark damage.
do Hunter's Mark.
So already
where'd it go?
22
Spell
plus Hunter's Mark.
He just like bursts into flames, just disappears.
I'm imagining an arrow right through the eyeball.
That's okay.
24.
Hang on.
24.
I'm just reading this with this guy. So you roll a 1d6, right? Extra 1d6.
Dear God.
So yeah, like even in the smoke and the haze, like you just feel this moment of clarity as you just pull back your bow and you release this arrow at like 40 feet and he's like moving towards you, right? A scream, and your arrow takes him like right through the mouth.
Oh my God.
And he is muerte. He's dead.
Beautiful.
Whap.
Look at that.
One
he just
shot.
He just pitches over, just straight
Oh
up,
my
like boom.
god. Okay, and so now, because that guy is dead, it says, if the target drops to 0 hit points before this spell ends, you can use a bonus action, which I know I don't have one anymore, on a
Correct, on
subsequent
your next
turn of
turn.
yours to mark a new creature. So I'll have to do that at the beginning of the next turn?
Yep.
Okay.
Correct. As a bonus action in your next turn.
Okay.
All right, Garmy. What's up?
I was actually
I have
debating a non-lethal solution to knock out half this group, but I've
I have
decided
one more
against it
question,
now.
really quick.
Yes.
Using Hunter's Mark again will take another spell slot, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
because-
why you move it instead of casting
yeah.
it again.
You move it because it's a concentration spell, right? So
But if I was gonna get damage, wouldn't that be
You just get that. No, you just get it.
Oh,
It's
cool!
a concentration, so it keeps active.
And
so
as
every
long as I
time you
don't
hit,
use, as long as I don't use another concentration spell, it'll just like keep going.
Correct.
But there's a certain amount of time, right?
like
it's actually a long
hour.
time, yeah.
24 hours.
Oh no, there's two
Wait,
different
that's
things
higher
for
level.
Yeah,
yeah,
you're only using it as a
so-
level 1 spell right now.
it. As a level 1 spell, it can last for an hour. And Hunter's Mark is great because in addition to being a damage, it also allows you to track.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
Okay.
cast that on an enemy that runs away from us, you can track it easily as long as it's on like the same plane of existence.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Your turn.
All right. Garmy, what's up?
You're going to non-lethally do something, and I screwed
think
it.
I was
I'm the
going
one
to.
who screwed it up?
Well, no, I was gonna try a new spell and make some people blind and just run past them. But I will instead. I'm just gonna, since we need to go north, I am gonna use my bonus action. Or I can't use my bonus action to dash because I'm not a rogue. I will use my full movement to move up that direction that we're headed north.
So you're 25 feet.
My full 25 feet, and I will magic
No me legs
missile.
pumping.
I will magic missile the two up there, so one of them will get hit once, and the other one will get hit twice.
Nice. Nice.
So this one's taking this guy up top here. He's taking the 4. This guy.
Yeah. I'll have him take the 4, and the other one take the 5 and the 2.
All right.
We came to play tonight.
We need to keep heading north. Let's not let these people slow us down. There's people who need our help that can help us. That's my turn.
Oh yeah, no, I'm
I forgot to move after that.
Are we trying to ignore the guys on the right?
Oh,
I'm just trying to move forward.
We're not ignoring
They
anybody,
probably
apparently.
won't let us ignore them, to be honest.
So now they all go at the same time.
yes, which
Yeah.
allows you to plan on how to deal with them if they all take the same turn. It's a little more complex if they're all doing their own shit. Like it can happen either way. I play either
Okay.
way. Like, but it's
Okay.
easier to manage all of them at once instead. I'm like, hold on, guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't interrupt. Then
Okay.
it's your turn, then it's their turn. Yeah, that guy's super dead, so we're not gonna worry about it. Get out of here. Okay. Which guy's this guy? Boom. This guy's gonna move up. Yeah, actually, he's gonna move over here. So he's about 10 feet behind his friends.
It did move my full 25 feet, so I'm within 15 feet of them now. I know what that means. It's a risk I was willing to take.
So is it safe to assume that these guys only have melee
You move
weapons?
25 feet, so they don't have to move 25 feet to be adjacent to you. They don't have to move 30, right? They only got to move like 15. So this guy's
Yeah.
here, and this guy's
Yeah.
now here.
Yeah.
Let me go back to this guy for a second. I'm just showing you where they're at, right? So this guy's gonna take a swipe at the old Garmster.
Which one is that?
the one that is closest to him. This guy on the north. This guy
Okay.
who's just above him is gonna take a little swing because he remembers. He remembers just magic missiled him. Some blue shit just smacked him in the face, and he's not too pleased about it. Now. So his first attack misses. However,
Too short. A duck.
yeah, he just like poof. However, he has multi-attack.
Lovely.
So what's your AC?
It's 37. It's
37. It's so I can't help it, man. It's just the way that this worked out.
My AC is 12.
Yeah, so he hits you for 8. Hits you for 8. And then the next guy is going to attack you.
What weapon is he using? Is it a club? Is
He's
it?
using a short sword. He's hit you with a short sword. He's pulled back, aims at his ankles, and happens to hit you.
Fair warning, the last person who stabbed me, I turned to jelly.
So sassy. Sassy, I like it. The first attack, the other guy swings at you again, but your deft little gnomey legs are able to twinkle toes out of the way, and he misses his first attack, but he swings again at you. And hits you with a natural 20.
Oh my god.
Too late to shield? Oh no, it's natural 20, it don't matter.
And hits you for 7. Could have gone
It was
worse.
7. Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty. It was. I mean, it was gross. It was like 2 and 3. Like, you know what I mean? It's blep.
Could have been way worse.
Could have been way worse.
Still
and
up!
now it is Yuki Sato's turn. You just watch his robe just. His poor little Garmy got smacked.
Okay, I'm going to run up behind this guy, so we're flanking him, so I can get the sneak attack.
Flank master. Yeah, well, you get advantage, right? Because
yeah,
you don't get double advantage. So, but you are flanking.
Well, just on
And
that
you-
one dude, right?
Yeah.
Oops. And then roll to attack.
Oh, you got the +1 short sword out. I like it.
Wait, hold on. That's an advantage roll, right?
Yeah, you're flanking. Get advantage on a flank.
Okay, making sure.
Nice.
2 weeks out of
Nice.
this.
So you hit.
And then damage, and then
Because you have
also
advantage, you got sneak attack.
get sneak attack. It's D6. So 14.
You just slam that thing home in his kidney, and he falls over screeching, and then goes silent as he bleeds into the snow.
And then I'm also going to use Whales from the Grave.
Nice.
And basically, it lets me harm someone else within 30 feet after I get a sneak attack on someone. I'm trying to see what the roll is, though. Roll half the number of sneak attack dice. I forgot how that works.
Let's check, because I don't know off the top of my head for your class. Give me 1 second here.
Is that like hit dice?
Hang on.
Let's-
Garmy and I are researching.
I'm looking it up. What you're.
Yeah, rogue dice or whatever. Let's see, sneak
Mhm.
attack. Okay. This was part of Phantom, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm looking completely wrong place.
You said you used Whales from the Grave, right?
Yes.
Sneak attack. Roll half the number of sneak attack dice for your
Oh
level
wait,
roundup.
I think I know what that means. It's the number of 1d6s I get to roll for that, right? I think it's just is it?
Yeah,
2
and
right
you
now?
have 2d6 for your sneak attack.
It is 2.
Your d6
It
is
will be
2d6. Yeah. So you would just essentially roll 1d6, an additional 1d6.
Nice. Okay.
You already need to roll an additional 1d6 for damage. Not that it matters because he's already dead. But you could have had 2d6 there. So just roll 1d6, and that's damage to.
The other one takes
6
6 damage. Okay, now we see.
Nice. Take
So
that,
which one's
Edgar.
taking that other 6 damage?
Was it this one?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, he takes damage. He
How does
freaks
that
out because it came
work?
out of nowhere.
If sound's not next to him, you like throwing
I-
it?
It's how does this?
I'm
It's
just curious.
magic.
It's magic damage transference is really what I would call it, right? Like through the power of his Phantom class.
Yuki
as
has
he-
like
as he-
ghostly abilities. that she
Yeah,
didn't get
so-
to reveal.
Is
before.
He
there a
channels the power of
distance?
death.
Is there a
with any-
distance that like can she do it to like this dude, or is there
It
a
has to be
distance?
Anybody
within
within
30
30 feet.
30 feet.
Oh, 30 feet. Okay. Got it.
And you can use this feature the number of times equal to your proficiency bonus. So you can do it
Plus two?
twice before
Yeah.
a long rest.
So I
Long
do it
rest.
one more time.
Nice.
Yeah. You do it one more time.
First
yeah.
opportunity, you've had to use it. So
I know, right? Like I've never gotten to use it before.
And now it's Girthquaking time, maybe.
Ooh, baby.
Is it Girthquaking time? Is it time to
Are
Girthquake?
we're still trying to avoid the people on the right if we can.
Try to get the
I
people
mean-
around Garmy, because he's like near death at this point.
I mean, they're gonna chase us no matter what.
Oh, that's true.
I'm gonna Leroy Jenkins. It's not Girthquake time. I'm just gonna sling it right over Garmy's head.
Fair. He's small. He ain't no type of cover.
I did.
I'm not going to put cover rules on that, so go for it.
Well,
Oh, God.
And it sails off into the darkness as twilight descends. And now you have 4
Or-
javelins. Yeah, watch out down there! Hold up! Duck and cover! Alright, it is Carous's turn.
Okay, so I'll start by moving my hunter's mark onto this guy. And I'm gonna just do the same thing with
You're going to
my...
use your -5? You're
No.
a sharpshooter? Okay.
No. I'm just gonna use my silent shadow. Attack with that.
You missed. Your arrow goes off because it has a date with Leroy Jenkins.
Okay.
It sails off into a fiery house that's like,
Or-
crumbling. on fire.
And then I'm gonna just move up here a bit.
All right, Garmy.
I'm gonna do something fun. I'm gonna look up at this guy in front of me, and I'm gonna say, "Get out of my way!" And I'm gonna use my portent, and I'm gonna naturally 20 hit him on the head with my walking stick. Just because I think that's fun.
you bonked
And I
him.
Yeah, you hit, so you got to roll for damage.
A natural and a critical attack too, because I'm using my natural 20. Damage, critical hit. Ah.
I mean, you hit with a solid thwack as you jump up, and you just whap and pop him like right in the jaw. And you can see that he's dazed, right? And he starts to like leak blood from his ear, right, immediately from when you hit him in the face. And he kind of wobbles a bit on his feet, and he don't look so good.
I am going to just keep walking past him and see if he actually makes an attack of opportunity against me. Or if he lets me go past because I just told him to let me pass and then I smacked him. So I'm going to just try to make my 25 feet of movement past him.
I mean, he's going to take an opportunity attack against you, yes. He's like, fucking let the chips fall where they may, right? Alright, so he misses.
I just keep walking.
So this guy moves up to attack Brea. Hits you. For 8. Oh no, if I have 56 hit points, what will I do? And then attacks you again and hits you again. So you take 11 total piercing damage, and I never heard you say you rage, so you take full damage. Instead of your resistance to bludgeoning and things. Alright, and then we go to the next guy. Which one is this one? Oh, nope, that's a misclick. Don't judge me, okay?
You stared
Now
him
this
to
guy's
death.
This guy's gonna move up, and he's gonna flank you.
Oh.
Because they're people, and they're play by the same rules. So he's going to attack you. Hits you. His first attack hits you for 5. He's going to attack you again. Hits you. Oops, that was a misclick. Let me roll my damage again. And hits you for 4 more.
Wow.
And now it is this guy's turn.
Ooh.
He's going to move up, and he's also going
Oh.
to attack you, but he doesn't get advantage because he's not directly opposite anybody. Because you are the biggest, scariest thing on the battlefield.
Yeah.
His first attack misses, and his second attack
Misses?
hits you.
Oh.
For 4.
How many health points do you have left?
She has a lot. She probably
22.
has like, yeah, it's like
22?
she got a lot, man. She got a lot of hit points. She a meat bag. She a walk-in brick wall. Okay, she got a lot of hit points. And now it is Yuki's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna run onto the other side of this guy.
Okay.
And then short sword.
Come on, man. You get all your bad rolls out on rollies. Nice. Nice.
Ooh.
I knew you had it in you, Yuki. I knew it.
That's 9. That's not a lot. Oh, I accidentally rolled the D
Hit.
by accident. And then sneak attack damage 5. And then I'm gonna 2-weapon fight this guy. I'm gonna use the other short sword.
Okay.
I don't get advantage on that one, right? It's all just like normal.
I think it's just a normal attack on your
'Cause
second.
you had
That's fine.
advantage
Never
on the
mind.
first
He,
one,
he
right?
gets hit. He gets hit once.
But I mean, you shank him good with that sword, right? Like he gurgles out in pain as you stab him in the spine. You know, and you could feel your blade hit very deep. As he turns to face you, and you can see the blood like seeping through his furs, and he's kind of struggling, right? He's got like frothy, breath.
Ew.
Sir, brush your teeth.
All right, and is that it?
Oh, I'm ending my turn there. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Okay.
move.
Now it is Brea's turn.
I want you to take your thing and just like do a tornado move and just,
God,
like,
I
hit
wish
all
I
of
could.
them.
I would love to.
I wish that was a thing in D&D.
Imagine if you dipped into fighter, you could be able to get
My
2
gosh.
attacks per round pretty early.
So Yuki
Just start
attacked
gonna
this
get
one,
it, like-
right?
Yep, Yuki attacked this one that's behind your character portrait to the right. Mhm.
So if I attack him, would it be an attack
Yes,
of
you would get
opportunities?
advantage. hmm
Alright.
Yep, you'd get an advantage on that roll.
I'm just gonna Girthquake the shit out of him.
Oh, it's Girthquake time, ladies.
Girthquake in time.
Can you guys hear me?
You hit.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
No.
Everything okay?
8.
I was just asking Silent if everything's okay.
Yeah, so I mean, Girthquake bites deep into his side and cuts halfway through him, and he just flops over. Yuki will probably need to take a shower after that.
Alright, Yuki.
All right, it's your turn, Caroused.
Let's do what I couldn't do the last time against this turd
That
with the
son of a
Silent
bee.
Shadow. Because unfortunately, I want to go against this dude who has Hunter's Mark on him.
Sure.
We're just gonna go Silent Shadow. We're going to just do a normal attack.
I kind of lost
It
the internet
misses.
there for a second,
Ah!
so I'm not sure if I missed anything.
All right, Garmy, it's the Garmster's turn.
Can you guys hear me well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Yep.
The last thing
How
I heard
many
was I would
of-
need a shower.
How many of these guys could I get in, say, a 15-foot cone.
Cone.
From here,
Or if I have to move, that's fine. How
I
many
would
of them
say
can
that
you
if you
get?
step, I would say that if you moved here-ish, you probably get these two, like, because you didn't use all your 25 feet, right? So I would say you could at least get these two, this one right here and this one right here, in a 15-foot cone. You could probably move closer and get all of them within a 15-foot cone, but then Brea would also probably be within that 15-foot cone.
I will move closer so I can get all of them, including Brea. And Brea, I will shout out.
I would say here.
I will shout out for you to close your eyes.
Oh.
And without using a spell slot, because it's part of my new feat, I will cast Color Spray.
What's that?
So I need to roll 60-10.
What?
So that's 46 hit points worth. It doesn't actually do 46 hit points of damage. But of those creatures that can see, there is a dazzling array of flashing lights. And starting with the one that has the lowest hit points, if that reduces it to no hit points, they are blinded. And then it moves on to the next character and subtracts their hit points and blinds them if it removes it. So starting from the lowest hit points.
Right, which is
Taste
this gentleman right here. The one right next to you.
Taste the rainbow, bitch. That's what Form said.
Oh, that's not the right one. Clicking the right one. Clicking the right one. There we go.
Whoa!
All right,
They
so
aren't
he's
dead. They aren't dead. They're blinded.
yeah, he's.
Oh.
Oh yeah, I got to put his condition on. Hold on. Let me see.
Still.
I can put the condition on. Assign status effect. Oh my god, these icons are so small. Hold on.
So would that give us advantage or them disadvantage?
Both.
Oh.
All right, so he's blind.
Hmm.
All right. And then you said the next one with the next lowest hit points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let me go find that tiny ass little icon again. Okay. And then this one. Boom. And like, so we need to think about this. I don't think she could just close her eyes and avoid.
Well, no. It's flavor. That was flavor.
Makes you feel better?
In theory, I was hopeful that there wouldn't be enough remaining hit points to actually blind her.
Yes.
Was my
there
hope.
are. Yes, there are.
There are?
Bray is blinded?
Would you like me to tell you how many points there are left on that?
Nope. I don't know.
Yeah.
I made a guess.
So I need to adjust her character sheet, is what you're telling me. That's what I'm hearing.
Or
That's
we
what I'm
could just say Bray is blinded. It's only for a round.
Did you change your hit points? Because your character sheet says you still have 56.
Sorry.
Eaten.
But she still
I
loses
am.
the hit points, right?
No, you don't. There's no hit points lost. There's no.
Oh, yeah,
hit
yeah.
points, I
So
don't
she
think.
would be blinded for, like, yeah, she'd be blinded.
Yeah.
I can give you a little cool status effect, too, if you want a little blind status effect.
It does not actually remove any hit points. This just blinds them.
Yuki better move. I'm swinging blind.
Yeah, because now they get disadvantage on attack rolls, right? Like,
Yeah,
'cause
but we have advantage. I think. I said, let me double check blinded.
I think blinded is like they get disadvantage on attacks.
They automatically fail any ability checks that require sight.
Don't have to do
Attack
that.
rolls against the creature have advantage.
Yeah,
and,
and then they get
their attack rolls have disadvantage.
Yeah.
So we have advantage against them.
Interesting.
So for Brea, who's also blinded, it's still a straight roll.
Well, okay, so that guy got really lucky and hits Brea.
Which guy?
Dear God.
This dude.
Oh, I would have used any remaining movement to move away after that as well.
Okay, and he's blinded, so he's not going to provoke an attack of opportunity, so... So that hits you for 7, Brea. That's his first attack. His second
Nick
attack...
got a low here.
His second attack misses. He swings wildly, right? He misses. So this guy's gonna try to attack you too, because he knows where you're at, right? He's gonna at least make an attempt at it. He misses his first attack, and he misses his second attack. And now it is Yuki's turn.
Jesus, at this point, I should have taken Sentinel.
Okay. It's
No.
gonna,
At least they are blinded. If they could have actually hit you, that could have gone really badly.
move to this guy.
And you automatically get advantage because he's blinded till the next turn, right? It lasts for one turn.
It lasts until the let me double check. Until the end of my next turn.
Okay, so through this next turn, they're also still blinded. Okay.
So I just did 13 points to that guy, and I'm gonna go for the 2-weapon fighting and try to get. Oh, I
For this guy,
didn't
right?
Roll with that advantage on that one. Was I supposed to?
Yeah,
Since
you
they're
have full advantage. Every attack has advantage.
Nice.
Wow.
That's way better. Love it. And then 7 more. So is that 21 total?
He's dead. Oh, he dead. He's super dead. You
My
like
brain
basically dismembered
just
him with your reigns,
exploded.
with your reign of wakazashis and +1 swords. He's very dead.
I have so many blades on this person right now.
Yeah, like, yes, it didn't go over that guy. All right, Brea, your turn. You are blinded, so you will attack. Well, I guess you'd make a normal attack. You're disadvantaged.
Yeah.
Like it's all crazy. So, just a normal attack.
Cancels out.
Yeah, he's disadvantaged. You're disadvantaged. He is just a roll.
Shit.
And you miss.
Motherfucker.
All right. All right, Carouse, it's your turn.
Mm.
Poor little Brea is just the pinata right now in this fight.
I'm trying to kill him as fast as I can.
I know, right? Like you're killing stuff.
So in this instance, would it be better to go for this other guy, even though I have Hunter's Mark on this guy? Is it just preference?
I think they're both
Whichever-
kind of
Yeah, I mean,
close to
whatever your
dead.
preference is,
I
they're
hope.
both pretty. They've had better days.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with this guy again. We're gonna go Silent Shadow. I'm gonna attack with advantage because they are blind.
Yes.
And I'm gonna use that.
The -5. Your
Yeah.
sharpshooter.
Yeah,
Sharpshootery.
that'll still work here with advantage, right?
I can't think of why it wouldn't. Yeah.
Okay.
When you have
Do you hit?
advantage, is the time to
I
use
do, I
that,
hit?
really.
Yeah. I
okay.
mean, I would hope so at a 21.
So
like,
I'm gonna roll
Things-
for my damage.
things like Great Weapon Master and Sharpshooter are great to use when you have advantage.
and that's just a normal roll. But then my Hunter's Mark.
Your sharpshooter gives you +10 to that, right? Because you did.
Oh, right.
Wait, well, hang on, hold on. Yeah, -5. Yeah, you still hit. Sorry, math is hard for me sometimes. Yes, so you still hit. With your -5 modifier, right? So you get your +10 of damage. Yep, that's unchanged.
Yeah.
So you get your 8 + 10.
So then, when I'm doing the Hunter's Mark, it's asking if I want to consume a spell slot. So I just uncheck that, right? Because I've already cast
Correct.
this.
Yeah, it's just concentration,
And
right?
I'm just
It's
going to cast a spell
concentration.
again.
But you
Yeah.
attacked this guy, right?
Which one?
This guy,
Yes.
the one
yeah.
I'm pinging right now. Okay,
That's the
I was
one
make
that
sure.
my
The one that was
Hunter's-
still marked. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So then I'll roll this for just normal. There's something. So that's a total of...
Oh, you shot him right through the ear. Like you pulled back and you just like you casually just like thwap, and you like shot him like right through his ear. Boom, and he just
Ew.
falls over dead. Like you didn't even break a sweat. You didn't even like hold your breath. You're just like, and just like thwap him.
Your turn, Garby. Wait, I wanna. Well,
Oops.
I'll,
Get past
I'll
that.
just stay here, I guess.
Garmy will just point his staff at the last remaining person and cast Ray of Frost.
Fireball. Oh, sorry. Fireball.
Does that hit?
Yes, you hit.
Dear God.
Well, at least he moves At least he moves slow. He's probably a little annoyed that you just frosted him and his movement speed is decreased.
He was blind, then he got really cold, and now he can finally see again.
I know, right?
That's
Like,
kind of thing.
Oh, he can see now? Oh.
Now he can
yeah,
see.
until the end of Garmy's next turn, and so this was the end of Garmy's turn, so
Okay.
now he can see.
So, like, the flashing lights have cleared
Ooh.
from his eyes now.
Should have moved. Question, if I would have moved here, would Brea have advantage on her turn?
Well,
Since
she
she's
she was blinded.
No.
You
So-
her
can't
next
advantage
turn.
on advantage.
On her next
It doesn't
turn.
stack.
Her next turn.
Yeah,
Because
on her
because
next
she'd
turn,
be
yes.
flanking. Okay.
If you want to do
Interesting.
that and retcon it, I'm totally fine with that. If you want to move your character adjacent now, but you will take a well, shooting against an adjacent enemy is disadvantaged if I recall, right?
Yeah.
So you'd have to use your short swords.
Yeah. Brea's not blinded anymore, is she?
Well, it's
Yeah.
not her turn yet, right? But she
Well,
should get her.
She's
she should get her
unblinded as
vision
of
back,
the.
yeah.
She's unblinded at the end of my turn.
Yeah. So she's
I'm gonna go.
she
I'm
can
gonna.
see.
I'm gonna. If I can take a hit instead of Brea taking a hit, I think that's fine. And then at least she'll have advantage on her turn.
Yeah, he's just gonna attack Brea because she's the biggest, meanest thing there still.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
tried.
And hits you.
I'm getting real low. Real freaking low.
I tried.
Hits you
I'm
for
sorry.
5. And then on his second attack, he misses on his second attack. Hits you for 5. And now it is Yuki Sato's turn. You slayed the dragon. Will you let this puny human?
Oh crap. Well, I guess if this means that Yuki can't move to that side, then Yuki can't
I don't get
see it.
advantage, but that's okay.
Crap. Sorry.
No. Hopefully we can just in the sky.
You could always use your inspiration for advantage.
You know what?
You could. You don't have to. You could,
I'm
I'm
gonna
feeling we have a
save it.
bigger fight coming.
I'm gonna save it. And yeah, I think. Is that enough?
Yeah,
to
you
kill him?
hit. Yeah, no, you hit.
Is that enough to kill him though?
No.
Okay, I'm doing 2-weapon fighting.
Okay, you can't always call it out after you see how you did. All
Okay,
right? You
I'll
have to
just
say
start.
it
I'll just
beforehand.
start doing it beforehand.
Because
I'm
if
sorry.
not, you're always gonna be like, okay, not this time though. You know what I mean? Like, so try to remember to call it out before. Go ahead and do it, but just remember in the future. Say, I want a 2-weapon
dear
fight. You
God.
gotta commit.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right, so you hit. Yep, you
I
hit.
apologize to the viewers. I'm not trying to be that type of guy.
It's fine. For 5, right? You hit him for 5. All right. So I'm gonna let you guess that you just straight up, just like you grab him by the fur and you just slam your sword into his stomach, and his collapses and then falls backwards. And boof. All right. So now we are going to jump back over here.
Yeah, Yuki's like covered in guts.
Need a health potion.
She was angry. Oh, I have one.
Do you not
I
have
have 10.
one?
I have 10 health points.
I'll just give mine to her
Do you-
if she doesn't have
Do you
one.
have a health potion?
Not that I see.
Okay.
Okay, so I give mine to her and I'll remove it from my inventory.
Nice job, you guys. Heck yeah.
All right, so we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep dramatic music. We're just gonna change the dramatic song, apparently here.
I'm trying to find the dang thing so I can add it and use it.
You can just do it manually. So roll your. What is it?
It's 1d or 2d4 plus 2.
Yeah, 2d4 plus 2. So if you just take it right now, you get your full 8 plus 2. So you get 10. You get 10 hit points back.
So I can just add 10 hit points.
You just add 10 hit points back. Yeah. Just like this freaking math in this game.
Dude.
I'm debating if I want to use mine. Because I got some damage too. But I don't want to use it. I don't. I'm taking the risk. I'm low health and I'm not using it.
So we're gonna do this. I'm gonna go ahead and move you up here. You guys ready to move? And move you to the next. Boom. Okay.
Ooh, get me up there.
Right. Oh god, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Ooh,
Oh.
Yuki.
Oh.
Oh my god. Chaos. Chaos in the
A
streets.
little close. Hey.
All right.
Hey, come
And I'm like covered in guts too.
here.
So as you approach and you come around the bend of what appears to be some large type of building, maybe an inn, maybe a tavern, something like that, you see two figures standing in the middle of this square. That is not the Tarrasque. Did not mean to drag the Tarrasque, okay? You come upon
Ooh.
two figures standing here back to back. And as you round the corner, you see the male in his nice, somehow almost perfectly clean armor, like grip his sword and like pull it out of a body, and the woman, so to speak, her face is still cloaked. She still has her shield, and she turns towards you, and she has a tower shield, and she has a spear poking over the top of it, sort of hop-like fashion, maybe. And they say,
Sort of
"Who
what?
are you?"
Hop.
And they slow a hoplite.
What's that?
Or like maybe a Spartan soldier, something like that, where they would use spears and
Oh,
shields,
okay,
and they would
okay.
position themselves behind behind the shield. They would poke over it with their spear, and so they take 2 steps forward towards you. And he's got his shield up, and he's got a warhammer
Is there
right
a house
in his
between
hand.
us?
No, you are actually just adjacent to them because I
Okay.
don't have enough room to fit
Okay.
you all into the
I'm
same
just curious.
spot. So you were all
Perfect.
kind of
Thank
here.
you.
And you're probably, say, like, I don't know, 30 feet away from them. And he drops his longsword and pulls out his warhammer that he wields with one hand, and he steps towards you and he says, "Who are you? Because you're not dressed like everybody else is."
My name is Garmelian Archfeet. We just arrived in town and thought we'd kill some of these people trying to kill everyone else. Our boat's about a quarter mile out at sea.
So you see their shoulders relax a little bit, and the I don't know how to describe it. The more thinner form, a little bit shorter than the man, right? You know, he's got his hair pulled back. You know, he's got his shield. He kind of relaxes a little bit, but he still has his weapon ready. And the other one, her face still cloaked. She pulls her spear back and holds it in her hands, and you can't hear as she kind of like the one leans towards the man and kind of whispers. I'll let you roll perception. You're like 30 feet away if you want to roll perception to see if you can hear what they say.
Are we just assisting?
I will let one of you roll.
I do not. I rolled that before you said only one of us, so.
I'll let somebody assist you. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay.
I have +3 perception, just for future reference.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll let you roll next time.
All good, just future reference.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
proficient.
just go ahead and assist.
Was that what the assistance?
Yay!
That was,
Well, I mean, that was the second roll, so.
I know.
yeah. So you don't hear what transpires, but the man, the male, you know, he kind of stands there, and again, his armor is somehow like looks mostly clean. You know, it's a little bit streaked. He's heavily sweating, and you can't see the other form because her hood is pulled really close to her face. But their posture relaxes, and he says, "My friend thinks we should trust you. My name is Kane."
Okay.
Says, "My name is Kane, Paladin of Tempest. Why are you here?"
Like I said, our boat's just offshore. We were working for them, and they were coming here, and flames and people attacking. We stepped in to help.
Is
So
it like
he-
Kane?
Kain, as in Cain and Abel.
Kain. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, Cain. Sorry.
Okay.
So he picks his short sword up, and you see him wipe it clean. And he looks at you, and he sheaths it, and he hangs his warhammer from the hook on his belt. And, you know, he relaxes and he says, "I expected the Lightfoot to be back sooner. It feels like it's supposed to have been back a week before now. But this is my friend," and he says, "This is my friend Ari." And she kind of like tilts her head and she pulls back her cloak. And you can see she has a greenish-hued skin and slightly snake-like features with almond-shaped eyes, and she kind of smiles, and you can see like she's not as clean as he is, right? She's obviously covered in soot and blood. And he says, don't let her fool you. She's quite good in a fight. And she looks at you, and she has like a kind of a alto, like high-pitched voice, and she says, you know, it looks like you all have seen some battle as well. And she kind of bangs her sword on her shield, and she tells you, you can call me Airy, and yes, I'm a Yuan-ti.
Or Yanti.
What would Garmy know anything about Yuan-ti through his studies?
I would think through your studies that you wouldn't need to do any type of role for a Yuan-ti. Yuan-ti are a race of people who are generally not good folk.
Oh.
Right. They used their
Garmy
ancestors.
noticeably tenses up.
Yeah, like they would obviously
Weird that they're
their
openly
people
telling us,
used
though.
Huh? What?
Weird that they're
I mean, you
openly
could tell,
telling
like you
us.
would know, like you see a green-skinned
okay.
person with
Okay.
like fang-like
Gotcha.
teeth and like slightly
Snake
serpentine
people.
I'm a
eyes.
Yanti!
like,
That's what I thought was
you would-
happening. Like, I'm
You
like,
would know what you would have word of Yuan-ti
Okay.
through legend or fable.
This
And
is
she
snake
tells
people.
you they are snake people, right? And you can see on her that she has on her shield an emblem of it's a triangle of 3 6-pointed stars, and she says, "My name is Ari Malak, and I am a cleric of Lyra." And I will tell you, since you would know your pantheon, Lyra is the goddess of joy. She is a life domain, chaotic good sort of paladin god.
those seem very opposite.
That the goddess of joy would be chaotic good.
No, that the goddess of joy would be with a yacht. What was it? Yachty?
Yuan-ti.
Yuan-ti. Yuan-ti.
That's-
That's
Oh,
for form. Write that down, form.
I put it in
Yuan-ti.
chat.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That seems polar opposite to me. I don't know.
I would not hesitate to. Why? What would bring a Yuan-ti to the domain of what was it, Lyra? Seems out of sort for what I know of your kind.
Ooh.
But perhaps now is not the time to talk about it. Do you know if there's more threats?
She kind of waggles her spear around and says, I think that we took care of all the ones here. The last ones we saw fled because they didn't want to stand up against us. And I mean, there's literally like 12, 15 bodies around of these people all wearing the same sort of fur cloaks and coverings.
We killed about a half dozen that way. I point back to the direction we came.
So, and she says, yes, I mean, she's like, we were set upon hours ago as these cultists attacked the town. We've heard rumor of cultists in the
We
woods
didn't search
sacrificing
the bodies.
Oh, damn.
No!
We were caught up in the heat of battle.
In the heat of battle, yeah. I just realized it.
Let's remove this before we could.
Don't worry, we'll retcon that. I'm not going to kill you because we're already a bit over, right? So I didn't want to like. But as you sit there, and as he approaches you, Kane comes forward. An arrow flies through the smoke and hits him in the throat, and he grabs his neck and collapses to his knees. And Ari instantly puts her shield down and pulls her spear out. And then we fade, and that is the end of today's session.
Okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Quick, give him a health potion! Dump it down his throat! It's open, it's easy.
Well, there's
That'll
a
have to
cleric
wait.
right there.
Oh,
There's a
right,
cleric
true.
right
Okay,
there.
True.
That'll have to wait till next time. I mean, that's if he's not dead. We'll find out next Friday.
That's
I mean, we can keep playing for one more hour. I have time. Silent.
I have time. Let's go.
I was supposed to be somewhere like 15 minutes ago, so unfortunately I
Oh.
don't have time. But you guys
Normally,
can talk-
Silent's the one that has to leave.
But I've been
Yeah.
waiting 2 weeks for this, so I've been excited to play. I've been waiting, and so I would happily give.
I
more
could,
time
I
to
could
this
so
game.
play for another like 2-3
Yeah,
hours.
I
I
would
could go all
go.
night.
Well,
We'll
Husher
do
needs
30
to
more minutes.
go.
Let me text him. Tell him I'll
No.
be a little bit late. No, it's too
No,
late.
no,
Tony.
no.
Take your-
You have
We-
plans.
No,
If
we
you
Real
don't
life's
need to.
important.
Yeah.
Keep
come
your
on,
plans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's
keep
Yeah,
your
for
plans.
sure.
You don't want to know what happens, you know?
I don't,
Yeah.
I
Well,
don't like
yeah, we
to impose
do,
on
but
You're
people.
gonna-
like,
you-
Of course we want to
it's
know.
okay.
All right,
we
all
can,
right,
we
I'll
can
put
live
it
in
down.
suspense
Put
for a
it
week.
down. Like I'd give
Been
you
before.
27 more minutes. I just got to take a shower and bust out of here. But
Yeah, it's okay.
We can live in
appreciate
suspense
it.
for a week.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
I
want
hope
to impose
so.
on your plans. Yeah.
Wow,
Thank
oh my
you.
gosh,
Thank
that was
you.
so good.
right in the neck.
That was so good.
Oh, man.
Freaking cool.
Got to hit him with the old bamboozle right at the end. Throwing hands with
Ah.
cultists and things.
That person
Whoever
has a really
threw-
good
whoever
aim.
shot
Got
that
him.
arrow is about to get shattered.
They have really good aim, but like, why would they do it? You know? Ooh.
Should I
don't
not
know.
shatter them? Should I not turn them into jelly?
What kind of jelly? That's the question. And does anybody have
Human
bread?
jelly.
Oh, I don't.
Ew.
Nope, I don't want to eat that. Okay. All right. Well, because we're already over time, I don't want to keep anybody too much longer. So we'll get out of here really quick. But thank you, Husher and Dr. Overdose and Mother Trucker and Silent for
Great.
being here
Hope
and
you guys
doing
had fun.
this. Super special thank you to Husher for putting all of this together because we wouldn't have been able to experience this without you. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Cool. Okay. We can say bye, and I'll pop over to chat.
Bye, everybody.
Okay, bye. Okay. Really quick, Husher, thank you. I appreciate it, and I hope you have a fantastic night. Goodbye. Okay, bye. Okay, you guys, what a fantastic day. Thank you so much for hanging out. Oh, Discord is doing things. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you for doing the stuffs and things. I cannot find my mouse. Where's the mouse? Oh, there, it's on Foundry. Okay. Thank you for doing all the stuffs and things. This was an absolute blast. I had so much fun. And it makes me super happy when you guys are here to experience it with us. So thank you. Yes, beautiful shout out. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for being here. And I just wanted to say, you know, we are not only ending stream, but we are ending the year. And I feel like that's a really important thing to like take a minute and talk about, because what a crazy thing that's happened, you know. Thank you guys for an amazing year. Thank you guys for being here, whether you've been here for a day, an hour, or the whole year. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for taking a chance on me, and just the amount of memories that we have made this year is crazy. I did want to do like some, like go through some clips and stuff and just like go down memory lane, but maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that on Monday. Do like a I'm thankful for last year and talk about maybe some New Year's resolutions. But this will be my last stream of the year, since it is Friday, and I'll see you guys bright and early on freaking Monday. I'm excited about it. Thank you guys for being a spud. Thank you for being here. And I hope that all of you have the most fantastic New Year's and New Year's Day that you could ever have. I will be celebrating Christmas with my family since we didn't do it last year. But I hope everybody stays safe. Oops.
Last stream of the year, time to send end of year support.
No, you already did that. Stop it. No! No. No. We already did the thing. I have an insanely long list of people to put on the wall, and I am in my second notebook now. We are gonna have crazy fun things to do on Monday for the new year, for the new month, for the new wall. This is insane. How much did I get my end of year bonus today? Oh, dude, what? Thank you. Oh, congratulations on your bonus. Thank you for the 100 bits and thank you for the 5 gifted subs. It's really kind of you. GG's on your bonus, dude. That's fucking awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you. D&D would not be the same without you. And the Spud Club would not be the same without all of you. So thank you for being here. Let's do a quick wall appreciation because it deserves it. Because it's all of you. I can't sit without covering something. This might be my favorite wall. This might be my favorite one. It might be. Thank you to everyone who's on the wall. Because you support this. And that's a really amazing thing. So thank you. You guys are fantastic. I hope you have the safest ever New Year's, okay? You guys ready to find somebody to raid into? Let's do it. Let's find somebody to raid into. Because I know we're super over time already. Let's do it. I appreciate the friggin' heck out of you guys. You know that, right? I hope you know that. Who are we raiding into? We're gonna raid into somebody new, but they're not really new to me. I haven't really spent any time in their chat, but they were a huge help for me when I was picking out cameras and stuff. And I just want to say thank you to them. So we're gonna send some love their way because they were an insane amount of help in a lot of different ways. So let's go make a new friend. If you're a subscriber, copy and paste the top raid call. And if you're not, you can copy and paste the bottom one. Let's go give love to a new friend. I am excited about this. I'm really excited about this. You guys are... I thank you, Bio. I hope so too. I gotta get rid of the cough. Everything else is perfectly fine. We've been a lot of places this year. And I know I work really hard. And I know that a lot of you see that. But I truly wouldn't be here without you. And I think that's really important for you to know. So thank you. for spending your time here because it's changed my life. And that's really special. You guys are great, okay? Have a really great new year. Be safe. Make sure to drink lots of water. Hug your loved ones. Tell somebody you love them. And tell somebody you appreciate them. And give somebody a compliment. But actually do it. It's like the perfect time. You'll probably be around humans, other people. Even if you're around the same person you see every day, tell them. I'm sure it would make their day to hear it. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. And you look fucking good today. And you're going to look great tomorrow and the next day and the next day and all the days after that. So keep that in mind. Don't forget it. Don't forget it, okay? Let's go make a new friend. / not a new friend / new to you, but not to me, but sort of to me. It's going to be great. Monday, I will be back, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. We got a ton of packages to open because I just went to my P.O. box. Since I had COVID, I couldn't go out and do anything. I just got a bunch of packages from the P.O. box, so it's going to be wild. We will have a brand new wall to do stuff for. So say goodbye to this wall. Say goodbye to Eileen, our beautiful, lovely Christmas tree that is leaning more and more each day. And say hello to a year of more opportunities. Thank you guys for everything. Okay, I'm gonna get this raid started. Have a most wonderful rest of your day, rest of your weekend, until I see you again. Husher, you're not supposed to be here! Get out of here! Husher, no! Husher! What the heck? Thank you for 10 gifted subs. Thank you so much. Thank you everyone who contributed to the sub goal. We will be doing a super fun community stream next Thursday. Not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday after that. Save up your points for the cow song. It'll be discounted if you didn't hear before. Chaotic Neutral Goblin, thank you for saying thank you for the gifted sub. That is a thankception. I appreciate the hell out of you guys. Thank you for everything. And then some. Thank you to everybody who contributed to this and making it a reality and just loving me. It's a really awesome feeling to be loved for who you are. I hope you can experience it someday. Because it's happening to you right now. It is. I promise. It is. Have a good one, you guys. I love you. I'll see you later, okay? Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods. Thank you, mods.